That's not what I was trying to do. Pin. Okay, I think I got it. You are now in alive. Nice. No shit. Background. Okay. I think we're good. I feel like I need to change this around here. Just like go up a little bit higher. Oh, that's probably better. I should have been looking at this one. Chug some more coffee. Oh no, I left my coffee downstairs. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to go grab it. Oh no, it's right here. Got it. Let's have some conversations. I'm not sure how long we're gonna be on. Let's try to have like 7 or 8 conversations. Should be doable. Request up. Go for like an hour. I got some other stuff to do. I'm late this morning because I literally got hit on my e-bike on my way back here from some asshole. He tried to run me off the road twice, and then I went around to his driver's window was down, so I went around to the driver's side of his car, and I was like, "Hey man, what's up with that? Why are you trying to get so close to me?" And he just flipped out. He was like, "You're not supposed to be on the road. I have to pay for my registration. Like, what do you pay for that thing?" He was like yelling at me and freaking out. And I had my bike like turned so it was like kind of blocking his car a little bit, you know, because I was trying to talk to him. And I told him, I'm like, "Look, I'm a vehicle. I have to be on the road. In my town, you're not allowed to ride a bike on the sidewalk. You're not allowed to like, you got to follow all the traffic laws, you know what I mean?" So I use my hand signals, and I try to be nice. I try to move over. Like, for the first time he went by me, I was in the shoulder, and he was like this close to my arm, driving by. Like, ridiculous. Like, he came over into the shoulder where I was riding my bike to try to like push me, and he was just like flipping out, and then he hit the gas and he hit my bike. Luckily I was able to like jump off of it, but he literally hit my bike and bent the tire around, and my handlebar scraped up the side of his door, and I was like, what the hell? It was kind of crazy. Request up. You want to talk about the prompt? I'm waiting for some requests. We just started. We got 350 likes. Let's try to get to like 1,000. Here we have our first guest, Clearwater.
What up, man?
You didn't want to hear about me and my bike accident this morning?
Yeah, I flipped one of those already. They suck. And people hate e-bikes almost as much as they hate vegans.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
So, reason I'm not vegan, invasive species are yummy, and it's better for the environment that we get rid of them.
Yummy? So you only eat invasive species then? Is that what you're saying?
You ever seen a wild cow?
Have I ever seen a wild cow? Well, there aren't really wild cows.
That's kind of my point. So it's an invasive species, as well as pigs. Pigs are a serious problem.
Wait, but we breed those animals. They're not like naturally invasive. That doesn't even make any sense, dude.
So if the humans disappeared, where would the animals go?
What does that what does that have to do with anything? You know what's the number one invasive species?
Where do you live?
Oh, it doesn't really matter. The number one invasive species is humans. Do you eat humans?
So we're getting there. So okay, so let's say you have another invasive species. Like I live in Florida, so we have pythons.
Yeah. Sure. Do you eat pythons?
I do.
Okay.
They're actually not bad. We also have invasive fish, like tilapia. They eat other fish eggs.
Tilapia.
So you can pull them out. That's been from the pet trade, from irresponsible people that have had animals, and we have serious issues with invasive species here. We have a lot of them. A lot.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can't, and I hunt and fish because it makes more sense if I'm going to go out and pay for the licensing, pay for conservation. That's what goes to wildlife management areas. That's what is going into wildlife highways. Like Florida's building a big ravine for a big reservoir for the Everglades, because the Everglades is literally drying up and all the species there are going away from farming.
Yeah, from farming.
And I don't mean meat farming either. I mean crop. It's not even livestock. Well, it's mostly crop.
Well, you know why they farm so many crops? To feed the livestock.
Well, so let's go to that. So do you eat corn?
No.
Do you eat anything that you don't eat the whole plant?
What does the environment have to do with veganism, though?
I'm asking. So hold on, I'm asking. Do you know what they feed cows?
Yeah, I mean they get a bunch of different things.
Come on, list them.
Come on, list them. What does that have to do with how you treat animals?
It's what you don't eat. So when you guys talk about
that's not true. That's not really true. My local farm here.
Corn silage comes from
my local
the
farm here.
And the husks from commercial plants that ship out the ears of corn and make other corn products with that corn. So like
the local
ethanol,
farm here,
corn.
that grows that raises cows for meat. They feed them the whole corn, the whole plant, the whole corn, all of it.
Some feed corn. So some feed corn is ground up and sold as chicken feed, and then the stalks and things like that are fed to cows. I grew up Amish, dude. We fed cows. Like we got things from grocery stores that went to pigs, went to chickens.
Well, what does that have to do with the way you treat animals,
though?
The
vegans, or you can't consume enough vegetables to logistically make it work. You can can them, about? You can do other homesteading things and good farming practices to make that happen, but then how do you deal with the pests that come on the property and eat all of your plants? You can't just build big warehouses and do vertical farming. It would be a ridiculous thing on the environment.
That's already happening, and wait, that makes no sense. Why is that? Why would that be ridiculous for the environment? But veganism isn't even about the environment. You're talking about things that don't really matter to veganism.
Logistics. Talking about getting the logistics of the vegetables you eat.
How do you know where I get my vegetables?
You can't grow enough, and you more than likely live in a city.
Yeah, there's a veganic farmer here, so you can get plants from people that don't kill animals to grow their food.
So the Amish are considered technically organic farming. They've never used pesticides or herbicides ever.
Okay.
That land has never been touched. But an organic license, you know what that means? Like to have the organic certification?
I didn't say organic, I said veganic.
What is veganic?
It's a vegan plant farmer. They specifically grow plants without killing any animals. Even in like the warehouse vertical farming, you can use hydroponics. That can all be veganic. You don't have to kill any animals or use any animals at all to grow those plants. And it would use less water, less land, better for the environment.
We have better farming practices that we can do, but you're always going to either delete habitat or kill animals or displace animals to
right. So
make a farm.
That again, that's not against veganism. Veganism is a ethical principle to reject the exploitation of animals. It's not like about not killing animals, you know, or the environment or anything like that. It's about the direct exploitation of animals, taking them and turning them into products.
So how do you feel about like the pythons in Florida? Like they take them and they go out in the woods and
Like
you remove these invasive pythons, you kill them and you sell them to leather companies and make purses.
Yeah, don't turn them into products. You could take them and relocate them or do
You can't
other,
relocate them. They're literally, you can't relocate them.
You can do other things. I mean, you could. It would just probably cost a lot of money, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
What would you do with millions of Burmese pythons? Where would you put them?
So another thing that you could do is try to like sterilize them so they stop breeding.
We've tried that, and FYI, reptiles don't need a mate to breed. They can just asexually reproduce.
Yeah, but I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like, if we should try to pursue other alternatives than just going out and killing animals.
Well, there's no alternative. Unfortunately, I mean, feel free to lobby for that, but I don't see an alternative to get rid of the pythons.
Well, it's your problem. You live in that area, right? So like, it's something that directly affects you. Why are you not advocating for that?
I am absolutely advocating for it.
Okay, so then we're kind of on the same page there. So what does that have to do with other animals?
I also advocate for the people who are going out and catching these pythons to make some money.
Right, so they're exploiting the pythons to make money. They're not trying to do it because they're invasive and they're trying to like protect the habitat.
So
they don't care about the animals.
We have too many pythons. We've gotten rid of all these. We've relocated what we can to wherever we can, zoos or whatever. And then we've gotten rid of the rest of these. Now we have all these skins and things and bodies laying around of these animals that shouldn't have been here in the first place because a hurricane wiped out a pet store. I mean, and for people who say, oh, well, we shouldn't have pets then, okay, whatever. I saw the comment down there that said stop selling them as pets. Whatever. That's why in Florida we're not allowed to buy any kind of reptile that's not native. That's kind of the point.
Yeah, so, but like, what does this have to do with the cows and pigs and chickens? Like, they're not invasive species. Humans are breeding them. Like,
where did they come from? Let's go with pigs. And pigs, hold on. Pigs in Florida, Texas, Carolinas, those are invasive species.
You mean like the wild hogs that like...
Yeah, they're not natural to here.
Again, like there's things that we could do besides just going out and killing animals. You should advocate for the other alternatives. Make them more accessible.
You should go trap hogs, dude. It'd be so great to watch you try to catch one.
All right, we're going to move on to the next guy. I try to keep the conversations quick. If you want to come back up another time and have another conversation, yeah, give me a follow. I don't mind talking to people like you sometimes.
I gave you a follow. I sent you a heart me already, too.
Awesome, thanks. Yeah, we'll talk another time. Reverend John. Rev John. What's up?
Yep, I'm here.
How's it going?
All right.
You kind of look like the guy that hit me on my e-bike this morning.
I doubt that was me.
How you doing?
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't see any reason why we can't harvest animals for food. God gave us permission to do so.
So yeah, there's parts of the Bible. I agree with you there. There's parts of the Bible that say that, you know, it's permissible to eat animals when necessary. But if you look at other parts of the Bible, right, and you think about the whole Bible and all the context in where it says these different things, at the very beginning, God created earth, right? God created animals before there was any consumption of animals. So God didn't create animals to be food. And at the end of the Bible, when
But
you
our
know,
bodies were designed to consume meat.
just because we can do something doesn't necessarily mean we should do something, right?
We are not carnivores. We are omnivores.
Yeah, and we can also thrive and survive just eating plants alone. So, if according to your Bible, if it's unnecessary to be cruel and harm and be violent towards animals, then we should be choosing the compassionate route, which would be living vegan.
Did you know there are more plants on the earth that will kill you
Yeah.
than there are forms of meat that will kill you?
Sure, but did you know that there's also like tens of thousands of more plants that you can eat that are good for you compared to like animals
I
that you can?
understand that.
Yeah.
But meat is the protein that our body needs.
No. Our body
Yes, it
doesn't
is.
need it. It's not a necessity.
Yes, it is.
It's not though. There's a lot of research out there. I mean, if we needed to eat protein from animals, then vegans wouldn't be a thing, right? Like there's this lady I know, she's been vegan for 71 years. She probably, she would have had some major issues if she needed to eat protein from animals. She's been vegan for 71. She looks like she's 50, if that. And she's been vegan for 71 years.
That's one case.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people. I know a couple other people that have been vegan for like 35 years. That's longer than I've been alive. I know other people that have been vegan for like, 10 years, 12 years, 15 years. I've been vegan for 2 years myself. I haven't eaten any protein from an animal in over 2 years.
I'm 64 years old. I've been eating meat my entire life.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
so,
I'm perfectly healthy.
I mean, I'm not saying that
What my problem is what's in vegetables. I can't eat vegetables.
Well, like I said earlier, there's tens of thousands of different vegetables that you can eat, or plants that you can eat.
I cannot eat any vegetables.
Tens of thousands. Like, I'm sure there's some that you might not be able to eat. There's some that you might be intolerant to, but just like find other plants. There's nobody that can't eat any plants. That's not a thing.
I can eat them, but my body rejects them.
So maybe you're eating too much at once, or like I said, maybe you're eating like the wrong types of plants. Try to find some other kinds of plants. Like, are you open to learning more about being vegan?
I don't want to be vegan. I love meat.
No. But do you like animals though?
I don't push my carnivore or my omnivore onto you. Why are you always pushing it on to us?
So I'm not trying to force you.
That we have to be vegan. We have to do this. We have to start living as a vegan.
You can do whatever you want to do, right? If you want to be racist, if you want to be sexist, if you want to go out and exploit children or go harm other humans, like, you can do that. I'm not stopping you, right? You have your own free will. We agree though as a society that doing a lot of those things is wrong, right?
You do your thing, I do my thing.
Yeah.
Let's not interact anymore. I'm against veganism. You're against being an omnivore.
Are you?
Excuse me.
No, I hear you, John. But it's not just my perspective and your perspective, right? It's like if somebody's being racist to somebody else, right? And like, let's say me and you are hanging out, right? And I'm being racist towards somebody else that's like over there doing something, right? And like, it's not like, it's not just our perspectives. We're forgetting about this other person that I'm being racist towards, right? It's not like that person wouldn't feel good about those things. It's there's three perspectives, and when you're doing something that's like violating another person, or an animal, it applies to animals as well. We need to think of it from their perspective, right? So if we swap the people around, and let's say like me and somebody were hanging out and we were being racist towards you, right? Would it just be my perspective and that person's perspective, or should we consider your perspective?
So you think I don't like animals because I eat them? Well, I'll tell you something. I just saved 7 puppies.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm not saying that you don't like animals or
I'm done with this conversation. Goodbye.
all right, well, it was nice talking to you. Give me a follow. Come back up another time. I'd like to talk to you again. So it sounds like he wants to respect animals. It sounds like he you know, cares about animals. He just saved a bunch of puppies. That's awesome. That's like most people. Most people care about animals. Most people want, you know, if they have an injured animal in front of them or an animal that they can help, a lot of people will kind of go out of their way to help that animal. But then when it comes to food, unfortunately, a lot of people disconnect from the violence that they're choosing behind those products. And it's unfortunate that people can't really see the hypocrisy there. It's like it's a paradox. I was listening to Moby the other day. There was a good interview on Christspiracy's YouTube channel with Moby, and he was talking about the paradox of, oh, I love animals, I want to care for animals, but then I eat animals. You know, it's like you want them to have a good life, but then you want to kill them and turn them into food or a jacket or whatever. It's like, unfortunately, it's a little bit strange. Okay, Andrew, you just jumped everybody in the list there. If you guys want to come up next, just send like a rose or something. Oh, wow. And then you can come up next. Alright, you're blocked. L.
Hello?
Hello. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
I have a question. So why are you vegan?
Why am I vegan? There's a lot to it. I have a Buy Me a Coffee account. If you go to my Buy Me a Coffee account, there's something that I wrote that kind of goes into detail about why I'm vegan. You can go, I think you have to create an account, but it's free. It's not behind any like paywall or anything. If you really want to know, you can go there and read it all. But basically, I think I always thought that I respected animals. I always wanted to care for animals, and then I realized that I was paying for animals to be exploited and tortured and suffer and be killed for things that I don't even need. It was literally just making a different choice.
So you don't like animals being like killed inhumanely, like messed up and all that?
I think humanely slaughtering an animal is an oxymoron. I don't think if you wanted to actually be humane to an animal, then you just wouldn't kill them.
You know, halal meat is like the animal dies quick and fast, no pain. It doesn't see the other animals dying next to it. It's fast and easy. So
I've done research on halal, and actually, unfortunately, the way that they have to quickly move these animals through, that doesn't generally happen. They do see the other animal. There's normally blood all over the floor, like it's not clean. They can, plus even if it was, they could smell it. Like, and some of these animals can smell blood from like miles away. So it realistically, you wouldn't be able to like slaughter one animal and then bring the next one in after you clean the area and them not know what's going on. Like, it just doesn't work logistically. And there's some investigations you can watch. There's a YouTube channel called Joey Carbstrong. He does investigations into different slaughterhouses, and he has specific ones on halal. So I would recommend going and watching some of his investigations on that. You could just like search Joey Carbstrong halal slaughterhouse, and you can see some of those things that's happening. Unfortunately, these labels that they put on products like kosher, halal, pasture raised, grass fed, they're all marketing campaigns to make us feel better about buying these products.
I'll look into that, but I have a separate question.
Okay.
If animals kill, like in the wild and all that, why can't like we kill animals? Because they also kill animals, so why can't we?
It's kind of strange to me when people use that. You try to use that as an excuse because there's tons of other things that animals do in the wild that I hope you would not replicate and just say, well, they do it in the wild, so why can't I do it? You know.
Yeah.
Literally, animals do horrible things to each other in the wild, and we remove ourselves from nature and we make laws against doing a lot of those things to each other. So why would it be okay to do one thing and not other things? It's called an appeal to nature. It's a logical fallacy. It doesn't really make any sense when you think about it.
Well, I'm not saying like the messed up things they do. Like I'm saying the things that like they eat, like. Because I know like a lot of animals eat berries and all that, but mostly animals just eat meat. So.
Do you know what the percentage of animals that are carnivores and the percentage of animals that are like herbivores?
That I don't.
It's around like 75% of the animals are actually herbivores. They only eat plants. So it's actually the amount of carnivores in the wild. It's the minority. It's only a small number of animals that actually eat other animals.
So, if hypothetically I just start being vegan, right? I just stop buying meat. That doesn't really change anything, though.
It does. So here, I'll share a site. When people say this, I always share this site. You have a pretty big impact to these individual animals. It's you that decides their entire world, right? If you're in the U.S., it's around 240 animals in 1 year that are exploited on average for somebody in the U.S. Imagine 240 animals in front of you right now. That's a lot of animals, and
Yeah.
you know, it's your decision whether to take away their whole world from them or just leave them alone. It's a pretty big impact.
Well, thank you so much. You answered like all of my questions. I really wanted to know about people being. I thought like vegan people were just like mean and like talking a lot. And they just don't like really know what they're saying. But thank you. You were really kind. You helped a lot. Thanks.
Are you open to learning more? Will you sign up for Animal Justice 21 and learn more about it? There's 21 days of questions that you can reflect on, and a lot of different things that you can learn about animals and how we use them. And
I'll go on the link you put in the chat.
yeah, the link I put in the chat, and then also search animaljustice21.org. So check out both of them.
All right, have a good day.
You too. We have a couple more requests here. I don't know if this person's here. We need some more requests. Oh, another one dropped down. We need more requests, so if you want to come up, request up, you can come right up. If there's multiple people requesting, then send a rose or something like that. You can jump ahead of everybody else. Yeah, so I got hit on my e-bike this morning. We weren't like driving down the road. This guy tried to like push me off the road right before a stop sign, and then I went straight, and he also went straight, right? And then he tried to push me off the road again. Came to another stop sign, and I went around to his driver's side, and I was like, "What's up, man? Like, why are you doing that?" And he started flipping out and yelling at me and stuff. And then he hit the gas, and like I had my bike like kind of in front of his wheel, and he hit my bike and bent the wheel around. But my handlebar scratched up his door really bad, so I was able to bend my wheel back. I was fine. I was able to like jump off my bike, so he didn't like knock me over or anything. But yeah, it was a whole thing this morning. I was supposed to go out to Gettysburg, and I missed the bus. We need some more requests. But yeah, that guy was a little bit unhinged. Oh, now we got like 4 requests at once. Larry, are you over 18?
Yeah, I'm 20. There goes my weather radar. Give me just a minute.
You have a little duck in your name.
Yeah. Because I believe in duck conservation.
Duck conservation. So what does that all entail?
So a lot of like my money for my my bags, I usually buy the duck stamps. Like all goes to duck conservation up in the north and the south. So like states like Louisiana, believe Montana. There's a handful of states that usually have these reserves for ducks to go to.
That's cool.
It's just areas that they can live and thrive, and that's with all wildlife too. I'm a big hunter, as far as like, especially when I don't have invasives like coyotes, hogs in my area, because they kill all the deer and the turkeys, which I really don't like, because I like seeing the deer in my yard, right? But when they're unaliving all the deer, it becomes an issue. It's just a bunch of hogs running around, and so we go out and we unalive them, and we use them as food. We don't waste the meat. Yeah. I mean, I also believe I'm equal to the animals, which would also mean I can eat them because they eat each other if we're all equals, right?
Yeah, that's a lot to unpack there. Do you hunt ducks?
Do I hunt ducks?
Yeah, a lot of
I've
people
never been
hunt
duck hunting
ducks.
before.
I
also don't have a dog, so I physically really couldn't.
Is that your cat in your picture?
Yeah.
So you recognize your cat as an individual, like they have emotions, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
You would agree the other animals are similar to your cat?
It just depends. Does my cat see me as a mouse that it would eat? Because me and my cat are equals, right? Just like I'm equals to other animals. My cat has animals that it eats, and I have animals that I eat, right?
Okay, but like, just because it happens in nature doesn't mean that it's okay.
Well, I mean, we're all equals though, right?
I mean, I don't think we're all equals. We can have different, you can have different levels of who you value more than others, but I don't think we should be devaluing animals to the point where we turn them into products.
Well, I mean, I think when it comes to it's more of a, because I believe that like people who hunt are far more connected to nature than people who don't, who are vegans.
You think
like,
going
have you
out
ever
in the
actually
woods
went out
and
to
killing
nature
a-
and tried to understand the things that happen in the woods? Do it.
You think that going out in the woods and killing animals makes you connected to nature? You're literally out there killing. You're literally out there killing nature. You're
So
killing
I
nature.
just have a quick question. Have you ever been out in the woods, even like going on a nature trail, and actually tried to connect nature and understand it, and understand that balance that is within the woods?
Yeah, of
Because you
course.
physically have to do that to hunt.
Yeah, I go out in nature all the time, and I'm very connected to nature, and I've realized that hunting is ridiculous, and you're taking nature away.
How exactly are you connected to nature? What do you understand about it? What are the balances of nature?
Going out in the woods and killing animals isn't really a balance in nature. It's like it's trying to solve a problem that we've created by farming animals, basically.
Well, I'd say going out and unaliving invasives, that's harming the ecosystem. That's definitely trying to bring balance.
But why?
That's what I do all the time.
Sure, people can use it as an excuse to try to bring a balance to nature, but it's not actually solving like the problems of why these species are invasive in the first place.
Well, mostly because they move on them by themselves. Like coyotes, they move by themselves.
That's not true.
The majority of them did.
They move because
they found areas where they can easily unalive other animals to eat. Like turkeys, they eat baby turkeys all the time, like it's nothing. And they've slowly moved to the east because of that.
Yeah, because humans push them out of their natural areas.
Humans never really pushed coyotes out. They came from like the California area, the west. They moved on their own because they found food. They found very foraging areas for themselves. Now hogs, on the other hand, yeah, humans had something to do with hogs. Iguanas in Florida, humans had to do that too.
Yeah, basically all the invasive species, the ones that we call invasive, it's because of things that humans have done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should just stop trying to fix the issue because we created it.
Going out and killing animals isn't fixing the issue. It's like dumping a cup of water on a house that's on fire.
How do we get rid of invasives? What other plans do you have for that?
That's not my area of expertise, but
really
feel like
but
people.
You can say that hunting doesn't work.
I'm not saying that hunting doesn't work. It's not dealing with the actual problem.
What exactly is the problem?
It depends on the invasive species.
Let's take coyotes, for example. What exactly is the problem? I already told you the problem.
You tell me. It's not like they're.
I'll tell you. So the problem is these coyotes come in and unalive all of our other animals, right? They've come in from out west, and they just unalive, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and the problem worsens over the years because these packs get large. They get huge.
Yeah.
You can hear them at night. There's so many of them.
Okay.
Do you tell me what's the problem there? That's the problem, right? So then how do we fix that problem? By trapping them? That's not going to work. That's not fast enough. By giving them poison? I mean, what's to say that they're going to eat whatever you give them, right? And even if we do trap them, where do we take them? Somewhere else where they can harm everything else? I mean, they're perfectly fine in their habitats out towards the west, but not here, not in North Georgia. They're unaliving everything. So you tell me what I should do.
You just said they're unaliving everything, no matter
and
where they
alive
are.
as many as I can, so they can't hurt my wildlife, or I can just leave them alone. Those are my options. So what do you say I do? Let them kill the baby turkeys, or I go out there and take care of it myself?
I think that we should choose other routes that might take a little bit longer at first, but there's probably ways that we can like reduce that population or eliminate that population in that area, but without just going out and unaliving them. It might be more expensive.
So what are those ways?
It might be more expensive, but they're like, I'm not sure. We should talk to other people about it that are actually professionals in that field.
I have before, actually. I have a lot of good friends in the DNR in my area.
That's cool.
And the thing
you could be a great advocate for that, right? We need more people like you that are speaking up for these animals. It doesn't work.
Their populations are becoming way too big at a faster rate than what we can trap them, right? We can't trap and neuter them, to the person in comments. That's not how that works, right? They're going at a much faster rate than us trapping them. But if we go in with and unalive them, then it's at a good rate, and we can take down those populations. And it's still slow. There's no other faster way, right?
Like I just said, there might be other ways that don't work immediately, but will probably work better in the long run. We just need to bring the costs down. There needs to be more research on larger areas. And you could advocate for those things because you're in that connection of people.
There's no other ways, is what I'm telling you. We've looked and looked and looked and looked. Do you think we just like unaliving animals because we like unaliving them? You can't even eat a coyote.
I don't think you're listening. Well, I'm not saying that there's better ways right now, but you could help advocate to make better ways in the future, right?
And we are.
Yeah, okay. So what does this have to do with cows and pigs and chickens and even turkeys and other animals
move on
like
to
that?
Cows, pigs, and chickens. So, with cows, I've actually worked with a lot of cows and livestock in general. What's your issue with cows? Like, why don't you like the idea of eating them or taking their milk?
Because they're individuals just like your cat.
They're individuals just like my cat. So
yeah,
my
you
cat.
wouldn't eat your cat.
So
you wouldn't
so
breed
we're
your
all
cat
this
and farm your
equal-
cat to eat them, right?
We're all on this equal playing field, right? So does my cat try to eat me since we're equals?
What does that
No.
have to do with anything? The
cat-
cow's not
cat
trying to
eat-
eat
that
you
cat
either.
will eat the mouse that's in my house.
The
Yeah.
cows aren't eating you. The pigs aren't eating you.
No, they're not. My cat isn't eating me. I'm not eating my cat.
So you
Right.
don't eat
The
cows.
mouse
You don't
isn't-
eat pigs.
The mouse isn't eating my cat, is it? No. The cat's eating the mouse, right?
So you
So
don't.
you understand? I eat the cow. The cow doesn't have to try and eat me for me to eat it, right? We're
All right.
all in this equal playing field where we can eat each other. That's the whole point
We're
of
gonna
this.
move
We're all
on.
equals.
I'm trying to keep the conversation short.
Really?
You can come back up another time.
Really?
But yeah, I'm not here to like just argue with people. I'm trying to talk to open-minded people that actually want to learn more. We have several guests. If you guys want to come up next, send a rose or something. You can jump ahead of everybody else. If you're gonna request up, stay in the live. Don't leave. It's really annoying when there's like several people here that request up and then like they're not here anymore.
Hello.
Rodriguez, what's up?
Okay, so why am I not vegan?
Yeah, you ever thought about it before?
Yeah, for a good measure.
Yeah.
First things all, the developmental for the body needs meat and lean fats, such as steaks, carp, and absolutely the fats that farm animals have, such as lamb, and as well as other types of meats.
Okay. I'm pretty sure most people that eat animals don't even eat the animals that you just said. So, like, that, I don't know, that doesn't really make much sense to me.
Do you even know what a lamb is?
Yeah, I know what a lamb is.
Okay, you know it's really good for you, right? Makes you tall, makes you
What?
have a higher chance of getting taller.
Eating a lamb will make you taller?
Not necessarily, it just strengthens your bones and it stimulates the growth hormones.
Like how milk makes you have strong bones?
Yes, because it has similar minerals.
Yeah, you know that's a lie, right? The highest rates of dairy consumption actually have the highest rates of osteoporosis as well.
Okay, and what else do those rates of populations eat? What besides milk do they consume?
I'm not sure. I'm not here to talk about nutrition though anyway. So if you could get all the same
my main
nutrition
point
from
is
plants, right?
If you eat only plants, you're gonna stagnate your growth.
There's some research out there that I've seen where that's somewhat true. Like people that have people that like children that are raised vegan compared to children that aren't vegan tend to be a little bit smaller. But that it honestly doesn't really matter. Like they're still
It
healthy.
does matter. It kind of does.
They're probably healthier than the other people. What does it matter if you're like a little bit shorter or a little bit smaller?
Because then it means you're not as strong as you. Okay, put it this way.
Well, that's not true.
Who is stronger? Someone who is 5'11" or someone who is 5'6"?
I mean, it depends.
Okay, same
I might be stronger than you.
same
What does that
everything.
mean?
Just naturally speaking, what has more nutrition?
A gorilla.
Meat.
That is funny.
Meats, fat meats, or greens? Which one has more nutrients?
Greens, though.
What?
Dude, if you eat a variety of plants, like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is like you're comparing things that like it doesn't make any sense. If you eat a well-planned plant-based diet, you can be just as healthy or healthier. You can build a muscle. Like I know vegans that are probably way stronger than you. I know vegans that are probably twice your size.
Yeah, because they eat a shit ton of greens. The only way to
Yeah, they eat a lot of plants.
Yeah, you eat a shit ton of more greens because you're compensating, because the nutritional value of plants is not as high as meats. You
It's
do
like
realize that, right?
it's like probably
Whoa, whoa.
yeah, that's a wild comment in there. We've had a couple of comments like that this morning. I don't know where they're coming from. Let's report this. And we'll mute. Okay. So the nutrition, like there might be a slight difference in nutrition, right? If you just eat a little bit more food, not a lot, not twice as much, 3 times as much, like a tiny fraction more, you get the same nutritional value.
Okay, but you do realize that. Okay, let's go off topic a little bit. Why did humans start farming?
What? Why did we start hunting? Is that what you said?
No. Why did humans start farming?
Why did we start farming? Probably just to feed more people.
Yeah, because you can plant a shit ton of plants, and yeah, they don't have a lot of caloric value, but you have a shit ton of them, so you can feed people, and they're not gonna have as much caloric value, but still you're feeding people, and that is what dropped the deficit of people. You know how people, there's like a big difference between tall people and short people populations. It's either you're really tall or you're really short. That's what in between. There's no in between.
What? I'm like the average height. I am
What,
in
you're
between.
5'9"?
What do you mean? I'm like 5'11".
Okay, that's pretty tall.
I mean, I don't know where you're going with this. What does
Okay,
that have
where
to
I'm
do with how you
going
treat
with this
animals?
is because people in urbanized areas, like in the 1800s, 1900s, they didn't have as much access to meat as people in today's time.
Right. Yeah.
So
we only
what-
started eating meat like we do now. There weren't companies built on exploiting animals in the way that they are today. Honestly, it's all about money, really. When it comes down to it, it's not
Okay,
about
but
feeding people. It's about monopolizing the exploitation businesses and just making more money and brainwashing people.
No, but you also have to look at the food source. For refrigeration, you know how hard it is to refrigerate meat in urbanized areas while there was no refrigeration, proper refrigeration.
Yeah, so you have a refrigerator. I say this all the time. You have refrigeration. You have a refrigerator. You can go and you can get plants from like all over the world, basically year round. Even if you don't have access year round, you have access at some point in the year. So just buy more plants, freeze them, keep them, plan out ahead of time so you can have plants all year round. There's no need for animals. There's no need to exploit animals like we do.
That was not my point. It's easier to refrigerate plants than it is to refrigerate meat.
So okay, so you're vegan? You're gonna be vegan now?
No, I'm not gonna be vegan. I'm still gonna eat meat because meat has
Why?
more caloric value in its overall more healthy for you.
No,
It actually
it's
helps
not.
with bone structure.
It's definitely not.
It is though.
But it's not. Are you open to being wrong about that? Go look at the research on Animal Justice 21. Go to PubMed, go to Google Scholar, ask it your questions and see what you learn. We're out of time. You got your last comment, and then we're gonna move on.
All right, last comment.
Yeah.
Okay, why did humans eat? Why did humans eat meat? While there was other plant options. Because they were eating nuts. They knew that, oh yeah, if I plant this type of nut there, oh yeah, it's really good for me, but it has little caloric value. I'm not gonna spend here all my time trying.
All right, we're moving on. You can get everything from plants. Eat a little bit more. If you're worried about the calories of whatever you're eating, just eat a little bit more. Track your nutrition. Everybody should be tracking their nutrition, whether you eat animals or you don't eat animals. Track your nutrition. Learn more about the nutrients that you're eating. Get your blood tested regularly. See what you're lacking in. Learn how to increase these things. Try to or decrease if it's too high. Get into the optimal ranges. There's healthy ranges and then there's optimal ranges. So you can always be trying to improve these things, and when you're doing that from a health perspective,
vegan. I do not like vegans. I love my meat, yo. I beat my.
When you're doing it from like a health perspective, then you'll probably realize that you should be eating more plants in general anyway.
No, I eat salads too, but I also have some meat in that salad. I love meat. I beat my meat. I love meat.
All right, and you're blocked. And you're blocked. Thank you for staying up there long enough for me to block you. But think about the animals. Like, even if even if it was a little bit healthier or whatever to eat animals, which it's not, but if it was, they're still victims at the end of the day, and it's completely unnecessary. So.
Okay, so in my opinion, honestly, I kind of agree with you.
Okay, great. It sounds like we're gonna have our first.
I'm just kidding. Nigger,
open-minded conversation today, or not. Thanks a lot for that, buddy. Blocked. We're gonna start reporting you guys too. Wait, how do you report? How do you report a profile like that? Maybe. We have several requests. If you want to come up next, send a rose or something like that. You'll jump ahead of everybody else. We don't have any other vegans that want to come up, so that's interesting. I need another vegan to come up because I gotta go do something for a minute. So there must be somebody outside. All the dogs are going crazy. Go through. Thanks, Spooky. Spooky's moderating in here.
Hello?
What's up, Isaac?
Yo, so meat is a good source of protein, though.
Okay, it's not. You know that soy.
So what's your substitution?
Soy is actually a better source of protein.
Soy?
Yeah. Did you know that?
They say that?
Did you know that soy is actually a better source of protein than eating animal's flesh?
Who said that?
It's I forget what it's called. The protein amino acid score. You can look it up.
I don't even know what that is, but there's no way, bro. There's no way soy protein, bro. There's no way. How? Like,
I'm not saying it has more protein, but it has a higher amino acid score.
So you just load up on soy to like as your substitute, or like beans too, right? You eat beans?
I don't eat as many beans because they have a lot of carbs in them. I don't eat a ton of carbs.
That's good.
Beans are more like carb heavy, so. But I do eat a lot of tofu. I have a box of soy curls here.
Yeah.
Tempeh is pretty good. Seitan.
Do vegans not eat carbs? Do they not eat carbs?
A lot of vegans tend to eat a lot of carbs. I'm more balanced, so yeah, I eat like a equal amount almost of healthy fats, protein, and carbs.
And you feel good, like your body, everything feel on point, like you feel good.
Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel way better than I ever. I'm probably in better shape than I've ever been before in my life.
Yeah, hell yeah. I definitely the low carb thing. That shit's definitely real. Because of inflammation and shit. That shit's definitely real. That'll do magic. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're worried about inflammation, then you should stay away from meat too, because there's a lot of things in meat that will raise your inflammation levels. My markers for inflammation are better than 98% of people.
What does that mean? Your mark, like you can measure it?
Yeah, you get your blood tested. There's certain things that you can track. I forget what it's called, but it was like better than 98% of people, which I thought was kind of crazy. It just kept getting better and better when I switched to like a plant-based diet. So do you know what veganism is though? Because it's not really just about health. It's not about a diet.
My girlfriend's vegetarian, but I don't know about vegan. What's the difference?
Yeah, so vegetarian is generally a diet, right? A lot of people are vegetarian for their health, or for like the environment and things like that. Because vegetarian can be better for your health. It can be better for the environment, but it's not generally better for the animals. Veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of animals. So therefore, we eat a plant-based diet. We don't buy things like leather or any. We don't wear anything that's made from an animal because they have to basically kill these animals and exploit them to make them into a jacket. Did you know that a fur coat generally they normally have to unalive like 40 animals to make a fur coat?
Oh shit! So it's not even like a diet thing. It's like a lifestyle thing.
Yeah, it's an ethical principle, an ethical stance. So yeah, when we buy other products like bath products, cleaning supplies, beauty products like makeup and stuff like that, try to get cruelty-free stuff that's not tested on animals, and vegan stuff. So there's nothing in the product that comes from an animal. So,
yeah, and then you don't eat eggs, right? Because that comes from like a chicken.
Yeah, you don't need to eat eggs. So, why exploit a chicken for their eggs? Like, in that industry, they still breed chickens. Most egg-laying chickens only live like 1 year, maybe a year and a half or something like that. And they can live like over 10 years. So they still only live a fraction of their natural lives. They've been selectively bred to produce like 20 times more than they used to in the wild, and it's really bad for their bodies. So we think that in the moment that chicken's laying an egg and we just take the egg, it's not really hurting that chicken. But if you look at the whole process, for every one egg laying chicken there was a male chicken born, and they just throw them away because they don't produce eggs. So they
don't give a fuck.
Throw them in the trash.
So you don't have any issues with like iron deficiency, nothing like that? No, like
No, there's certain things you can do to make sure that you're getting the iron that you need. When you eat iron, also eat something that has vitamin C in it. It'll boost the absorption of the iron. Tofu, pumpkin. I normally get most of my iron from tofu and pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seed.
Yeah, pumpkin seeds have a lot of iron in them and healthy fats. So don't eat iron. You want to separate your calcium and your iron as well, because I think when you eat both of them, they block. One blocks the other. I forget which one. But yeah, like there's simple. You can just look that up yourself and see like, figure out like a meal plan.
I mean, I don't think I could do it, but I was just curious to come in here and learn. And I definitely respect the lifestyle and shit. I just wanted to learn a little bit.
You can do it. Yeah, cool. If you want to learn more, sign up for animaljustice21.org here. Do it with your girlfriend that's vegetarian. You guys can both go vegan together. Animal Justice 21 is a 21-day ethical reflection challenge. So each day you can learn more about veganism and why we should be vegan and the different animals and how they're exploited. And it asks a couple of questions to kind of get you to think. There's no like right or wrong answer. You have to answer the questions to unlock the next day. So like maybe sign up with your girlfriend there and talk about those questions. And you can just type a line. You can do like a whole paragraph or whatever and go through those days. And if you need help, with anything, there's a resource page that'll basically answer any of your questions. There's a chat you can ask questions specifically. There might be somebody in your area that can help you with like local questions. So definitely check it out. Thanks for coming up. Next person's not here. A lot of people talking about nutrition today. Everybody's been talking about nutrition and nature, which is a little crazy. You can get all your nutrition from plants. Just because something happens in nature doesn't mean that you should do it too.
Hello.
Susan? Okay.
Yeah, can we talk about crop production?
Crop production. What about it?
Well, I mean, it's just you advocate for saving animals, right? But the thing with crop production, it hurts a lot more than you think. It affects the water that animals drink out of, we drink out of. It affects, it actually unalives a lot of animals, a lot of birds, mice.
Yeah, about
rodents.
8 billion animals. About 8 billion animals are killed to grow crops.
I'd say it's up there.
Yeah,
Do
that's
you agree
the
with
high
that?
end.
Do you agree with that happening, though?
No.
No?
No.
So
we
do
can
you go out and advocate for limiting the usage of pesticides?
Yeah, sure. I try to not buy plants that were used that people use pesticides on. You know, it's a little hard to
Really?
stay away. Like, it's hard for most people to not buy those products. They tend to be cheaper, more accessible. So yeah, unfortunately, it's necessary for some people. Otherwise, they would probably like starve, not get the nutrients they need. But just because like some animals die from pesticides and for growing crops, what does that have to do with eating other animals that have to be exploited and killed for you to be able to eat them or eat those products?
Do you want to talk about like cattle and livestock now? Since you're moving on to animals.
Yeah, and also let me just say that most of the crops grown are grown to feed the animals that we exploit. So when you eat a cow, you're not only responsible for that cow, but you're also responsible for all the animals that were killed to grow the crops to feed that cow.
A lot of times, it depends on where you're getting the cow. So I'm sure you're against factory farming, right?
I'm against all farming. So I'm actually not against. I'm not against factory farming any more than other farming. Honestly, factory farming is probably better in a lot of ways. There's some research that shows factory farming is actually better for some animal welfare. Factory farming is clearly better for the environment. Factory farming is clearly better for land use. There's a lot of benefits to factory farming. I mean, that's why there is factory farming, right? We can feed way more people with animals from factory farming than we could if if they all had their own pasture. But at the end of the day, like, why would we support any farming if it's all unnecessary and we could just grow plants instead?
Well, one thing, eating plants constantly gets really expensive over time, especially if you're going individually and trying to choose those without pesticides, like we were talking about. If you're completely against all that, then it gets really, really expensive, right? Not everybody can afford that. You understand that, right?
It can.
Also, with the cattle,
hold on. Let's talk about that first. It's generally not more expensive. You can actually save money. There's research that shows eating a plant-based diet is 30% cheaper. If you're going for the veganic farmer at the farmer's market, like here, it's only once a week, so you can only go there on the weekend and buy those plants. Some of them are more expensive, some of them are actually cheaper. But yeah, if you're getting organic things that tend to use less pesticides, probably kill less animals for those crops, it does tend to be a little bit more expensive than the other stuff that's where they do use a lot of pesticides. But you know, if we support those industries, they become more competitive because more people are choosing those products, then the price will come down.
Yeah, so my thing is, I get my meat. I don't get my meat from like the grocery store. I get it from the people around me, because I worked with cattle almost my whole entire life. Right, I'm completely against factory farming. I don't agree with that at all. I think it's horrible for the animals all around on the farms
So why
that
do
I
you
live near
support
and
small
that I
farms
used
then?
to live on. Our cattle actually freely graze. We don't even really have to feed them. Right, they mostly eat the grass. Yeah, we order hay, but I mean we don't have to order it as often because they eat the grass nearby, and we move them around so the grass doesn't die off. You understand that, right?
Yeah, of course, but they're still used for their body at the end of the day. So like, what does that even matter? If you really cared about animals, then you just would stop eating them.
Well, that's just like every other animal. Every other animal uses them for their body. I don't see an issue.
But you're not a wild animal. You should know better.
Well, are we equal to animals?
Morally, I mean, there's no difference between exploiting a human and exploiting an animal. We have the same emotions. We can. Some people say that it's even worse for other animals because they can't distance themselves from what's actually going on. They live in the moment more than we do.
Mm-hmm. So let's say a lion, for example. I'm equal to a lion, right? Yeah, it eats me, right? Or it tries to eat me.
Yeah, if a lion was trying to eat you, I would stop the lion from eating you. Yeah, sure.
But we're still equals there, right? Even though it wants to eat me.
Well, if you were trying to eat the lion, I would probably try to stop you from eating the lion.
I wasn't trying to eat the lion. The lion's eating me.
Okay.
Same with every other animal, a bear. Anything that could eat me, it would try to eat me, right? That's a natural thing.
I mean, maybe don't go up to a bear or a lion. Like, you should know better.
What the point is, we're all equals, right? So this whole argument where we should treat them better because they're lesser of us, they don't understand. That doesn't make much sense because we understand we're the lion, yet in the natural law, they eat us, right? They eat meat.
So what does that have to do with what you do?
Like with pets too. Pets.
You're not a lion, bro. Come on.
Well, I'm a human being. I can eat meat. Just like a lion can.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. There's a lot of things that you can do that are horrible, and I hope you never do, right?
Well, I mean, it's different. It's completely different, right?
What's different?
See, what is your issue with eating meat in the first place? Just because it's
I don't
an
have
animal?
an issue with eating meat. I have an issue with exploiting animals.
Exploiting animals, so eating meat.
I mean, if you want to go find roadkill on the side of the road and eat that meat, like, that's not what I'm advocating against. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't recommend doing that. But like, that, you're not exploiting an animal at the end of the day. You're still looking at them as like a product or an object. So like, again, I wouldn't recommend that. I wouldn't do that myself. But like, I'm advocating against exploiting the animals and turning them into products.
How do you feel about unaliving like invasive species and eating them, like hogs, for example?
It's unnecessary. We should choose other alternatives. Why do people
unnecessary
keep talking
to kill
about that?
invasives.
You're the third person to bring that up today.
Wait, so you're saying it's unnecessary to kill invasives?
Yeah, of course. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, so what should we do with them?
Relocate them.
You can't do that. They'll just come back. Relocate them to another area where they can hurt that ecosystem? Is that what you're saying?
There's other ways to control population besides just killing them. It might not work.
So?
It might not work immediately.
What ways?
Like sterilizing them so they can't reproduce.
So we should go out and trap them and bring them back and cut their nuts off and then release them? Don't you think that's kind of violent?
If they can still live their life and it would control the population eventually, and it would,
well, I mean, you also
save
can't do it
other
at a
animals.
fast enough rate, right? You can't do it at a rate that's fast enough to match their growth, right?
Maybe not right now, but we should be funding that more. We should be doing more larger scale research on things like that, and we should be trying to drive that cost down, so that we can do that in the future. Does that not does like?
But the thing is, that's not going to happen in the future.
Yeah, it could easily happen in the future. What are you talking about?
Throwing money at the problem isn't going to fix it.
All right, I think you're getting a little bit off track here.
No, I'm not at all.
What does this even have to do with how you treat other animals?
Well, I asked you if it was okay to kill invasives, and you said no.
We should
So
be
I'm trying to
we
figure
should
out
be
exactly
doing
why.
other things. We should be doing other things instead. Yeah. Because
So you
those
don't
animals
believe
still
in
want to live.
protecting?
Those
You don't
individual
believe in
animals still
protecting
want to
other
live.
wildlife?
Yeah, I also think we should be protecting other wildlife.
That's how we do it.
That doesn't necessarily mean going out and killing other wildlife. How do you like protecting
we kill the
wildlife by
wildlife that
killing
hurts
wildlife
that
makes
throws
no
off
sense.
the balance. You understand there's a balance, right?
Yeah, of
If
course.
there's another animal that throws off that balance, we go in and unalive that animal, take it out, and it can't throw off that balance anymore. Just like if there's an overpopulation of deer, right? If there's too many deer, it can actually cause a huge spread of disease and kill more than it would hunting them.
Yes, I agree. I'm in favor of controlling populations of animals, but I think we should be doing different things than just going out and killing animals.
But there's no other ways.
We should be advocating to make the other ways cheaper and more accessible.
Yeah, but even if they're cheaper and more accessible, they still won't work because they don't match the growth rates.
Oh my god, dude. You're not getting the point. Like, sure, it might not match the rates right now, but as they're more accessible and they're cheaper and that improves, the technology improves, we should be able to match or surpass that growth rate to the point where we can control the population without going out there and just killing them. Not everybody's going to stop going out and hunting invasive species immediately. But you can be one of the people that advocates for those better alternatives.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, Tyler? Welcome back. We talked again before, right?
I think so. I just wanted to say, to help your stance, taking a self-defense stance in that scenario would be okay for your stance. So what he was saying, he was kind of trying to trap you, right? So he was saying, do you believe this to be an exception? You could say yes, because the exception would also take a self-defense stance. An invasive species could damage your environment, therefore damaging you, which would damage the people around you and or yourself.
I understand what you're saying, and there are a lot of vegans that do say that. It's more of a utilitarian perspective, though. Like, we're going to kill this one animal to save, like, 10 animals. I don't generally take that stance, because even that one animal is an individual that wants to live.
Okay.
You know, I feel like we should try to...
I guess I just wanted to see if I could help you or not. Would you be willing today to have a moral discussion? Because I heard you bring up morality before with the other guest.
I mean, we can for a few minutes.
Sure. Can I give you my claim and then my premises?
Yeah, go ahead.
So my claim would be eating animals is morally permissible. Animals do not have direct moral rights under my framework, right? The framework would be, since they cannot participate in moral agreements or belong to a community of beings capable of moral agreement, it is then morally permissible.
I remember you now.
You do? Do you want do you want me to give my premises again, or do you not want to do this today?
So, like, I think that you're kind of taking away the, like, you're looking at morality as, like, black and white. Like, either animals are moral agents or they're moral patients. And I think that it's more of a spectrum where, like, in certain situations, some animals are moral agents, and in other situations, they're just more moral patients.
Could you provide what grounds moral obligations then, or moral agency? Because if you're going to make the claim that animals can be moral agents, then what would ground moral obligations? What would ground moral agency? Because I believe my viewpoint on that would be different. We have a superior, extremely superior intellect that allows us to have this, right? Because we can come to these agreements, these moral agreements, right?
Yeah.
With animals, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, unless there's some really new, cool, super intelligent animal, right, that surpasses like elephants, dolphins, those types of animals, monkeys, they can't necessarily come to moral agreements.
Sure, but I don't understand why that is what dictates who you extend your morals to, right? Like children can't,
Yeah, I mean,
like children
I
don't
can
have
give the reasons why. No,
young children don't have an idea of
right?
morality.
Children would be, yeah. So children would be included because I stated in my claim like belonging to a community of beings capable
so
of moral
species.
agreements.
So
saying that basically entails, right? Like eating animals does, like it would basically entail infants, sleeping people, or coma patients, right?
Right.
So I'm including even humans who temporarily lack these abilities. I would include them.
But why? Just because they're in the same species?
Yeah. So if you're asking why does the ability of a species have moral agents matter for an individual, right? I would say moral obligations, right, are not based only on individuals' current abilities, but whether they are part of the class of beings that can create and participate in the moral system, right? I would say humans are the type of beings capable of moral agency and mutual agreements. So even humans who are who temporarily lack these abilities, like I listed before, infants, sleeping people, coma patients, etc., remain members of that moral community. Animals, in the flip side, they're not a member of a species, or there has not been one that to be a member of the species capable of participating in moral agreements.
So I mean I agree with you. I don't know other animals where they come together and they make moral agreements, but there are animals where the individual animal will show some type of moral agency, right?
Can you provide an example of where when an animal has provided moral agency?
So there's the rat study where they were like harming, or like they were like, I think they were shocking a rat or something like that, and they were giving another rat treats, when the rat realized that they were getting treats because there was another rat being injured, it actually stopped taking the treats to stop the other rat from getting injured, right? Does that make sense? You can look it up.
Yeah,
I forget what it's called.
if you're talking about the Hawkins rat study,
that might be it. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, I believe you're talking about the Hawkins rat study. It was then later proven out of survival instinct, right? So rats are a group of species that would group together and need each other to survive. They don't necessarily need their self, but they do, per instinctual capabilities, would rather have more than just one, right? So it is believed to be thought with the most evidence that hurting that rat would have killed it, right? And it would need its family, I guess we can say, to continue its survival.
Okay,
That's what the Hawkins study concluded. The Hawkins study concluded like natural survivability instead of just moral agency.
Okay, I mean, isn't that kind of similar to what we do as humans?
Yeah, I mean, just because it's similar doesn't mean it's the same. Like, morality is very different than natural instinct. I mean, a natural instinct for us could be to eat food. The morality of that would be we're not eating humans because we find it morally impermissible. We're not eating other things because we find it morally impermissible, right?
Sure. All right, we're gonna move on. Come back another day. You can say one more thing if you want to. I appreciate you coming up, and I enjoy talking to people like yourself because you know a little bit more about like the philosophy stuff than I do. But
Yeah.
We have other
yeah,
requests.
have a good day, man. I would just say that if you are going to look into having like philosophical debates, there is a lot, far more good and better resources for the morality of animals rather than, being able to kill them. So you should find it easily.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
Yep, have a good day.
You too. I'm not really here for debates. So I'm trying to find people that are open-minded and want to learn more about veganism. I'll be right back in a second. Cheddar, you making a bunch of noise? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Here he is. Meow. The plant-based kitty. Ah! The plant-based kitty. Rah, rah, rah. Ah! He just punched me. Okay, let's go through. We have a bunch of requests. If you want to come right up, then send a roast or something like that. You can jump ahead of everybody else. It's not harmful. My cat actually is in perfect health. Of course, people want to talk shit about having a plant-based cat when they really have no idea what they're talking about. Cats can't be plant-based, even though I have a plant-based cat. What's up, Luke? Thanks for the roses.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. We need some more. We need some more requests. There was just like 7 guest requests here, and they're all gone. So the last conversation must have scared them all away.
Oh man.
What's up, M? Thanks for the fan club, the heart. We have another request now. Did you hear the last conversation, Luke? The guy was like, he was here before. He was talking about like philosophy and stuff.
What was his name?
It's Tyler.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't here. The guy just joined. I was like, heck yeah. Favorite Vegan Live is on, so.
This is wait, let's switch. Wait, why did? Oh, there's the doggy. What a cutie. Wait, I turned your mic off, Em. You can put your mic back on.
I just wanted to show you my dog. That was it.
Okay, that's cool. What's your dog's name? What's your dog's name?
T'Challa from Black Panther.
What is it?
T'Challa.
T'Challa?
Yeah.
That's a cool name. I've never seen Black Panther. Ow. Ow. My cat just scratched me. That hurt. That hurt.
He's turning 6 years old this year.
Oh, nice. Cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you're vegan and you want to come up and you want to show your companion animals, you can always do that for anybody else that's listening.
Yeah. Alright, I hope you have a good day, you guys.
Yeah, you too, thanks.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Why are you vegans always virtue signaling?
What? Go ahead, explain.
Yeah, like you guys claim you're, for not unaliving different species, but you can't say the same as far as it goes for human rights.
What? What?
Yeah, like for example, you got a lot of vegans, right, that want to claim that they're for animal rights, but they can't say free Palestine.
Why can't a vegan also be for Palestine and also be vegan? What's the contradiction?
Just wanting people to be free is the humanitarian thing to say, right? So it's like, but it's just funny. I find it funny that a lot of them can't say free Palestine. They say they don't get into politics, but then they want to talk about chickens' lives.
Yeah, they probably are not informed on world politics, but it is pretty easy and inferential to go, hey, if you don't have to kill and abuse an animal, we shouldn't. That is a pretty easy thing it's a pretty easy conclusion to come to.
Yeah, but if you're saying that about animals, don't you think you should also be saying that about humans, regardless of race, religion, or location?
Humans are animals.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we advocate for the same thing. Like, if we don't need to be, exploiting and killing other humans, then we shouldn't be doing that either.
I agree, but like I've ran into a lot of humans, vegans. I've literally gotten kicked off their panels for me telling them to say free Palestine. If you want me to believe that you're a humanitarian and you believe in animals' rights as well as human rights,
Yeah, sure.
say it, and they can't say it, and then they kick me out.
Okay,
Tell me
so
they're not gonna
do you
apologize.
understand? Because that's not what we're trying to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think there's like hidden agendas behind it.
If you're calling vegans a hypocrite for not saying free Palestine, then you would also be a hypocrite for not being vegan.
It's not just free Palestine, like you could say free Congo, you could say free Sudan, you could say free anybody that's being, abused.
Okay, but I'm gonna repeat what I said. Okay, if you're gonna call vegans a hypocrite for not saying free Palestine, you're also a hypocrite for not being vegan.
All right, that's fair.
Okay, then you're just as bad as all the vegans that you're talking shit about right now.
Yeah, except one's not advocating for humans and the other's not advocating for animals. So which one is worse?
Humans aren't animals, so vegans are advocating for all animals, all sentient animals, including humans. But you're the hypocrite because you're only advocating for human animals and not the other ones. We advocate for all of them, but you're saying one of them you're saying abuse and exploitation in one instance is okay. We're saying it's not
that's not
okay.
what I'm saying. I'm just saying that humans, as a human, you would think humans are more important to us than animals.
Yeah, I think, my sister is more important to me than a random stranger. But that doesn't mean I think it's okay to exploit and abuse random strangers.
No, but what I'm saying is like, you know, just hypothetically, it's a dumb analogy, but like if you could save a dog or a human, who are you going to save?
It depends on the dog and depends on the human, but
no, that's wrong.
If I have the option to save, you know, a dog or a human, and I have the option to save both, why don't you save both?
No, I know, but the analogy was as if you don't have the ability to save both. If you could save one,
I would save my dog before I would save you.
You see what I'm saying?
Depends on the human. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Who would you save, a golden retriever puppy or Adolf Schmittler?
Yeah. See, you guys are just, you know, twisting it so that
you don't want to answer the question. That's funny.
Twisting it so it can fit your narrative, but yeah, you guys are hypocrites. So do better.
Bro, you are a hypocrite. Vegans are the ones. Vegans are the ones that have admitted to being hypocrites. Vegans are the only ones that have admitted to being hypocrites, and we are doing the best that we can to not be hypocrites, right? You are the one that is a hypocrite, and you want
not just chickens.
We do.
You know what I mean? You can't tell me my house is dirty and then tell me I need to sweep the driveway. Like.
Yeah, go out and sweep your driveway, bro. Go sweep your driveway.
That's the vegan analogy. Is your house is dirty?
I'm just curious.
Let's go cut your. Let's go sweep your curb.
Go sweep your driveway.
I'm just curious, if we found out tomorrow that there was someone that was farming humans and making human, or like producing human milk and farming human steaks, do you think vegans would buy that?
I mean, that's not happening. What are you talking about?
That wasn't the question, all right? Can you actually answer the question?
No, it's a terrible question. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, well, the reason why I'm asking that is because...
I asked you if you could save a human or a puppy, and you couldn't answer the question.
I actually did answer the question, but the reason why I'm asking that is because if it were the case that we did find out tomorrow that there was someone in the world eating babies, right, like on Epstein Island or something, I don't think
actually we're doing that.
Yeah.
Boy.
So it turned out you were wrong. People do actually do that. Anyways.
All right, we're gonna move on.
If we were to find out tomorrow that people do that, vegans wouldn't buy those products. So how are vegans hypocrites? We care for humans and animals. You don't care for animals, but you're a hypocrite.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but it doesn't make sense. And also, they weren't selling it on.
Wait a second. You get what I'm saying, but it doesn't make sense. Okay.
Yeah, that guy was entertaining. A little funny. It's funny when people are literally being hypocrites, but then want to just be like, "Well, you're hypocrites, so like, you're wrong." Like, we haven't had really one good conversation yet today, so hopefully this will be the first one.
I hope so too. So, what about the plants that eat animals?
The plants that eat animals?
The plants that eat animals.
I can name them too.
Like a Venus flytrap? Oh.
Go ahead. I thought you were gonna name them. Oh, you're not. You got to be in the app. We can't hear you when you're not in the app.
Oh, there's bladderworts and there's sundews and there's all those, and they eat animals.
Okay.
Yeah. What about them?
Yeah. What about exactly?
They eat
what about
animals.
them?
They're plants that eat animals.
Okay.
Yeah. What about them?
Well, you're telling us not to eat animals, but why can plants do it?
Well, if do you think if a plant was like sexually abusing people, does that make it okay for people to sexually abuse other people? No, I don't care what plants do.
Does it make it okay for a plant? Because the plant's digestion system can digest plants.
So just because a plant does something, does that make it okay for you to do something? I'm just curious.
It does not.
Okay, so obviously a plant eating animals does not make it okay for you to eat animals. Next, any other question?
Yeah. So, are you a supporter of God? Do you believe in religion?
If you're asking about my opinion on religion, I'm not religious, so.
Oh, well, okay then. That was my last question.
So why are you not vegan?
I just enjoy the taste of meat.
You think that the taste of meat justifies what happens to those animals?
No, but it's not murder, so.
No, so you should be vegan then. Why is it not murder?
Because it's not a human being life.
What does that matter though? Why is it wrong to unalive humans?
Because a human can work. A human knows what decisions it's making. A human knows what's wrong and right.
Not all humans.
All humans know what they're doing would be wrong. If they go out and commit murder, they know that's wrong. They know they're going to jail time.
So, like, if a human couldn't work and if a human didn't know the difference between right and wrong, and the human couldn't make decisions, it'd be okay to kill a human. It wouldn't be murder.
Although that would never happen, it would not be okay. No, it's still a human life.
It would never happen. You children kind of fall into that gap. They don't work. Some of them they don't understand right from wrong.
Children will go up to work. Children will grow up to make the decisions they need to make.
What if they have the mind of? What if there's a human that has the mind of a child and they never grow up, right? Like there's a lot of humans that are like that. They're kind of in their mind. They're children forever.
Yes, but they learn. They still know the difference between wrong and right. It doesn't matter if it's a 47-year-old.
There's some people that don't. You think it's okay to exploit those people?
It would not be, but they still know the difference. That's
why?
what I'm trying to get.
So a 1-year-old mentally disabled baby that's intellectually equivalent as a, but I don't want to say cow because cows are way smarter than 1-year-olds.
Yeah.
But say let's say like a fish, right? A 1-year-old baby, intellectually equivalent to that of a fish, that's mentally disabled and will never, their brain will never develop past that point. Can I kill as many of those as I want to because it wouldn't be murder under your view?
It would still be murder. It's a human life.
Okay, well that's a contradiction. You just contradicted yourself. He's saying it is and isn't the case. Something is murder. It's the case that it is also doesn't have moral agency and has moral agency, or if it's the case that it's intellectually impaired and also not intellectually impaired. It's a contradiction.
I'm saying it's a human life. If you look at a cow, it's not a human life.
But you get when Jake asked you why human life was valuable, you said the reason why it's valuable such that it would be murder is because it has moral agency and because it's the other reasons, right? It can't work.
It can work, but it's still a human life. It can still interact.
You think a 1-year-old baby can work?
No, I said it can work, but it can still interact.
Wait, but animals can't interact? What does interact mean?
Hey.
Have moments like literally just interact with its things around it. It can still interact.
Can also do that. Look at Jake's cat. Do you think Jake's cat is not interacting right now?
It is.
He's biting me.
Oh,
Ow.
So if Jake's cat is interacting and Jake's cat is not a human, then obviously just because you're not human doesn't make it not murder.
They don't feel pain when they die.
That's ridiculous.
They really don't. You can look that up. They really don't. They don't.
Wait, are you talking about the way they kill them? If they bolt gun them in the head or something?
When they take them to the slaughterhouse, they make sure they don't feel pain when they die.
Okay, if someone killed you with a bolt gun to the head where you didn't feel any pain, would that no longer be murder?
It would still be murder, but then again, it's a human life. The law says if a human life murders another human life, then it's fully considered murder. Me going out and killing a deer on my property.
You're changing the definition of what murder is. But anyways, would it be wrong?
Wait,
would it not be wrong?
Explain how I'm changing the definition of murder.
Do you know what
earlier you said the reason
is?
why it's murder is because they can't work and they don't have moral agency.
Which would be a human life. A human life can do those.
We're gonna move on. Do you know what speciesism is? If you want to learn more, sign up for Animal Justice 21. You can learn more about it.
I want to kick me because I'm right. Have a good day.
No, I'm kicking you because you're a dumbass. Watch out.
You contradict yourself 4 times and you're kicking me because I'm right.
Yeah, right. And all these people are gone again. Five guest requests and nobody's here. All right, 2 people are gonna come up at once now. All right, not 112. You're second. Kilo's first. What's up?
Oh yeah, man. I was just kind of listening to what you guys were saying, and I disagreed with the fact that you were comparing a disabled human to a natural animal.
I wasn't.
Like that was plausible.
No one was comparing that.
Yeah, you said something about, okay, so if the person was disabled, mentally challenged, then we should just go ahead and kill them. You're using that basis off, like.
Well, why did I say that? I wasn't just comparing them, but why was I saying that?
You were absolutely comparing them. You were saying, so if animals are to be killed.
Comparing his logic, not two things. I'm just comparing his logic. I'm just saying, if it's your logic that it's okay to kill something because it's not smart, then it would be logical to kill humans. I'm not comparing humans with animals. I'm just saying, if it's the case that it's okay to kill something because it's not smart, then you can kill humans. So I'm not comparing humans with animals. I don't know where you got that from.
That's wild as hell. Like, you literally told the person, okay, this person is mentally disabled, therefore should I kill them, in comparison because of the situation with animals. You can't say that the animal has a natural way of being, a natural way of living. You can't do, it's not mentally, the animal's not mentally challenged is what I'm trying to get at.
If someone goes, the reason why you say, if someone goes,
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
if
good.
someone goes,
you can talk to the next guy. It's all good.
I don't know why you're interrupting me.
You got a couple minutes.
The reason why
yeah, because clearly you weren't doing it. But like I said, I'm good. Go to the next guy.
Why are you interrupting me? Just mute yourself then.
Dude, why are you not vegan? Oh, he's just gonna leave. All right.
Yeah.
Not 112. Why are you not vegan?
So first reason is because protein.
Are you over
and
18?
Vegetables don't give as much protein off like as meat does. So.
Well, that's not true. Are you over 18 though? You sound young.
No.
No. All right. Well, you have to
Trust me though. Trust me. I have a lot to say.
Trust me. Put whatever you have to say in the comments. So you said, what did you say? There's not protein in plants. Seitan has more protein than plants do. And if you're talking about like bioavailability or amino acid score, soy has a higher amino acid score and is like just as bioavailable as protein from meat. So you're wrong with both of those things.
Anyways, yeah, what I was going to say is if someone goes, the reason why children can't vote is because they're not over the age of 18. And then I go, okay, so what if we had someone that was over the age of 18? Can they vote? That's not me comparing an adult with a child. That's just me using their logic to see whether or not they're consistent with what they say. I'm not making a comparison. That's very, I don't know how people can confuse those things.
Yeah, I don't know why they came up. They were not really trying to have a discussion about veganism. It's just like
and also even if I was making a comparison, the point of comparing things is because they're different. You don't compare things because you're the same. If they go, why are you comparing a human with an animal? Well, why not?
You can't come up. You're not over 18. Put your questions or comments in the down below, and we can answer them. God literally made us and made animals to eat meat. No, he didn't. At the beginning of the Bible, God created animals as companions. When God created animals, people weren't eating animals. So how could you say that God created animals to be eaten? It doesn't make any sense. Go watch Christspiracy. Go look it up right now. Christspiracy.com. You can watch it for free. God told me to tell you to go vegan. Exactly. All right, we need more requests. Come up. Request up. You can come right up. It's been almost 2 hours. I'm gonna be going soon, so we're only gonna do a couple more. Where are we at? I want to have one good conversation, so we're gonna go until we have one conversation with somebody that's open-minded. We've had 11 conversations today, and there was, I guess there was one guy that said he would be open to learning more and might check out the resources, but it wasn't the best conversation. It's basically we've had 11 bad conversations. It's time to have one good conversation at least. Come on up. Bioavailability, iron, zinc, calcium, selenium, iodine. I'm getting about 400% the recommended selenium in one day. I need to make sure that I'm literally getting too much selenium if I drink too many of these. Huel. The Huel. It has 100% selenium in one serving. Actually, I'm gonna be probably drinking like 5 or 6, so I'm getting like 500 or 600%. So, like, I gotta kind of be careful about that. Dutch, you're next.
Yo, what's up?
Are you over 18?
Nah, I asked, bruh. You didn't respond.
That's what I thought. Put your questions in the comments, and we can respond there. Don't request up if you're under 18. Please, it's kind of annoying. Not even bioavailable. What is this guy talking about nutrition? Do you want to come up and talk about it? I mean, actually, no, don't come up. I don't want to talk to you. Don't request up. You can get all your nutrients from plants. No, I'm 16. Okay, well, that might explain it then. Why do we have so many kids in the chat right now? Not 112. Go to Animal Justice 21, or just Google search Vegan Squad Coaching. Look up Vegan Squad Coaching. They're literally bodybuilding vegans, fitness coach vegans. They're huge, like pure muscle. But humanity wouldn't exist if our ancestors didn't hunt to survive. What is that? That has nothing to do with what you do in the future. I'm not here to talk about the past. I'm here to talk about the present and the future. It doesn't matter what people did in the past. I know there's parts of the Bible where it says that it's permissible to eat meat, but there's a lot of restrictions on the way that meat is supposed to be consumed, and you don't follow any of those things. You literally, people cherry pick things out of the Bible to try to support what they believe, and if you look at the whole Bible, all the different verses in there, and you look at the context of what is actually being said in the time periods, your God wants you to be vegan. So if you're not, like, now in 2026, if you're not vegan and you're using your God as an excuse, you're going against your God. So learn more and do better. Lily. What's up, Lily?
I'm not vegan because I personally just wouldn't want to live that lifestyle. I like meat. I think it tastes good.
You're for animal exploitation? That's kind of weird.
No, I'm not for animal exploitation.
Well, if you're not vegan, then you're for animal exploitation. I mean, that's just what that means.
I mean, no, not really. I don't think it's like that insane for someone to eat meat. We've been eating meat ever since, like, years and years and years, hundreds, bro. Like, it's not abnormal.
You don't think it's kind of extreme to kill an animal when you don't need to?
I don't think it's not necessarily not needing to kill an animal. I mean, I need to eat too. What are you like?
Yeah, eat plants. In the past, there might have been times where it was more justified. It was necessary. Otherwise, people would have just died. But you're not like that now. If you don't eat animals, you can just eat other things. Like, you have options.
Deficit from that, so I don't know.
What?
I kind of need my protein.
I think maybe I cut out for a second. I don't think I heard everything that you said there.
Oh, I apologize. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be at like a deficit. Like, I need my protein. I feel like all of our bodies need protein.
How much
You're
protein?
gonna say that like plants have protein and everything, but they don't nearly have as much. And you also have to.
Yeah, they actually have more.
Yeah,
They actually have a lot more, actually.
Plants have more protein, yeah. And how much protein do you even eat in a day?
I don't track my protein. I eat what I like.
I probably eat 2 or 3 times the amount of protein you eat in a day, all from plants.
Like what?
You mean like what? Like tofu, soy curls. I have like pea protein, rice protein. There's like several different protein options.
Wait, I don't understand. Like, that's like, I don't even track. You don't even track your protein, but like your main argument has been protein. But you don't even care about protein, or else you track.
I mean, I don't know. I just think your human body probably needs some sort of protein in it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really look into this all that much. I just like meat. I'm not gonna change.
Yeah, besides protein, if you had the option to not put a pig in a gas chamber or not slit a puppy's throat to eat food, would you pick the option to not do that?
I mean, I'm not saying that I agree with like how a lot of like farm use animals are treated.
I don't know if you agree. Well, you do agree with it, but I'm not asking you whether or not you agree with it. I'm asking you.
What I was saying, please. Why are you talking to me?
Sorry, I have to interject because you just didn't answer my question. It wasn't even close to the question I asked. I think like maybe you're answering a question that someone asked you 10 years ago, but it wasn't my question. So my question was, if you had the option to not do that thing, to not exploit and abuse animals when you eat food, would you take that option?
There's a whole bunch of different companies who actually treat their animals well, and is
it like do you think you can treat an animal well when you take its life unnecessarily when you don't have to? Can I go up to a puppy and give it some pets and what it's wagging its tail, and while it's wagging its tail I just put like a bolt gun in its head, and you're like, well, they treated him well. Well, that's not the point, right? The point there with the puppy example was I actually took its life when I didn't have to.
Dogs aren't food. That's the difference.
Dogs are food.
Yeah, well,
what do you mean?
Yeah, of course. Humans are food. Everything could be food.
I mean, yeah, but there's moral things that go with that. I personally, I would not eat a pet. I think that's completely disgusting that you would even compare it to that.
Well, if you can't eat a pet, and pigs and cows can be pets, and you shouldn't eat pigs and cows.
I don't eat pigs. I think pork is disgusting. I only eat chicken and beef.
Oh, well, people actually have pet chickens and pet cows. So if you can't eat pets, then you shouldn't eat them.
I've actually lived on a farm before, and I have had pet cows. I've had pet chickens and everything, but that doesn't make me see them any different.
So you're a hypocrite right there. You just said you don't eat pets, but then you had a pet chicken and you eat chickens. So like, what? That makes no sense.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is,
so you should eat dogs.
Like that, they aren't truly pets. I don't believe. I think that they're more so food.
You just put labels on them. You're totally ignoring the individual there.
You realize someone could go
someone could be eating like black people only and be like, well, I just see them as food. And then that's their argument. That's the entire law. That's where their argument ends. It's just, I see them as food. Just because you see them as food doesn't make it okay. Or actually, seeing them as food for no reason other than maybe that's how you were brought up is fucking immoral, right? Like 200 years ago, people just saw black people as slaves. That's just how they saw them. That doesn't make it okay, right?
I think it's completely disgusting how you just compared me eating cows and pigs to
It's the same exact mindset.
black people.
It's
Why
the
are we
same
bringing
mindset.
race into this? That you are insane.
You could do the same thing for women.
Maybe I'll just do women instead. Maybe I'll do everybody with red hair. If we found somebody tomorrow that goes, I only eat people with red hair. Would that be like logical just because they see people with red hair as food? And by the way, that's not what a comparison is. All I'm doing is I'm using your logic. So if you're disgusted by the thing that I just said, then you should be disgusted with yourself. Because you're the one that said it's okay to eat something just because you view them as such.
I'm disgusted that you agree with cannibalism.
Well, yeah, you're the one that says just because I view someone as something makes it okay for me to rape, torture, exploit, and murder them.
Whoa, you are putting words in my mouth, buddy boy. I never said any of that.
Stop it.
Yeah, actually, you did because you said the reason why it's okay for you to continuing to pay people to rape, murder, and exploit cows is because you just see them as food.
Nope. You actually ignored the whole point
Lily.
I said earlier. I said
Lily.
that I do not agree with how they're being treated, but that's not going to change like how I see them as food or
So
not.
you're going
I
to
do think
continue
that
to
there
treat them
should
like
be
that.
some reformment. I do think.
Yeah, how
we
about
should,
leaving them alone?
Can I talk? God, like
No,
y'all have
because
not
you're
let
going
me
in
talk this
circles.
entire
You're going in
time.
circles. You're saying the same thing over and over again. You're not listening. Are you open to learn more about the topic or not?
I personally think I'm just going to leave this debate because
All
you
right,
are completely
goodbye.
disrespectful.
Actually, might be sub 10 IQ. I don't agree with it. I just pay people to do it for me. Even though I don't agree with it. I don't agree with, them, how they're treated. But I do pay people to treat them like that.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
I want my dino nuggies and chalky milk.
Yeah, sounds like a very immature person. I don't know how old they were,
Also,
but
like a fucking disgusting person. Jesus.
Gee, Sean, I saw you yesterday on somebody's stream. Were you on VSL stream or anti-animal use or?
Hello?
Hello, I was talking to you.
Oh, what did you say?
I saw you yesterday, I think, on another vegan stream. Were you on another vegan stream yesterday?
Yeah, I was.
Who was it? I don't remember who it was.
I can't remember, but it was someone
Okay.
on my For You page. So, are you gonna ask me a question or how's this?
Well, I mean, why are you not vegan, or do you have a question for us?
So main reason I'm not vegan is because I think it's a very unhealthy
It's
diet.
not. It's actually healthier if you eat whole foods and a well-planned diet.
So I do eat whole foods and I also eat meat. And
so why are you not vegan? It's not nutrition.
Well, it is nutrition.
It's not, because I just told you could be healthier on a whole food plant-based
You can't
diet.
just claim it's healthier and then move on from that, because it's not healthier.
It is healthier. There's research
How is
out
that
there that
healthier?
shows that it's healthier. So
but do you
what's
know
the
why that
actual
research
reason?
shows
Or
that it's
you just don't know?
Oh no, I do know, but do you know why that stuff out there that says it's healthier? It's because the majority of people that are actually on a vegan diet don't actually eat what people would eat if they weren't on a vegan diet. Most people on a vegan diet wouldn't eat the terrible, copious amounts of fast food and all that sort of really, really terrible stuff. If they were to eat just meat and just whole foods and real foods that haven't been processed with about 40 billion ingredients, then yeah, they fully would be healthier than, vegan.
Okay, so what's the point? Get to the point. Why are you not vegan? It's not nutrition, because you can be healthy either way.
Because I just told you that it is healthier.
It's not.
Well, meat is way more bioavailable than all animal
plant products.
It's not way more. It's like a fraction more, and the tiny little difference does not justify what you do to animals. You can get the same nutrition from plants.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I do to animals isn't relevant because I don't go for all that.
That's the whole point.
I'm just curious, when Jake said that there were studies that show that people who are vegan have better health outcomes than people who are not vegan, and then your Coke strategy or your Coke counterpoint is to say something like, well, the reason why vegans are healthier is because, you know, they have better lifestyles, or maybe they don't smoke, or maybe they don't eat processed things. Do you think the researchers who conduct these studies, do you think they control for those variables or no?
Well, obviously not.
Well, then you would just be wrong.
Come on, man.
Well, I'm not wrong.
Yeah, because, for example, in the Adventist Health Study, they control for lifestyle factors. They control for smoking. They control for exercise. They control for BMI, and they also control for junk food. And what they found is that people who are vegan or eat more plants in general have better better results in things like all-cause mortality, heart disease, living longer, type 2 diabetes, etc. So if your only argument there is that
just base it off studies, you have to look at the logical reasons for why these people are healthier or why they would be unhealthier.
Oh, so the logical reason
because people have been eating meat for their entire, for thousands and thousands of years.
That's the logical reason, right? The logical reason is P1, it's healthier because we've been eating it for a very long time for our entire history. P2, we've been doing X for a very long time in our entire history. Conclusion, it must be healthier, right? That's the logic, right?
You're muted.
Sorry, I got muted.
Yeah, is that the logic? We've been doing it for a super long time, therefore it must be healthy.
Well, yeah, because our bodies adapt to these diets.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. We've also been drinking dirty water for a very long time. We've also been eating, things that we weren't able to successfully genetically modify to get the appropriate nutrients that we want for a very long time. We've been doing tons of things for a very long time that our bodies might have adapted to do. But does that mean it's somehow, healthier or causes better health outcomes?
Well, I'd say that it does, because it means that your body is used to these sort of things when you feed your body with these.
What about the animals? Let's stop talking about nutrition. What about the animals?
Oh no, but dirty shit water, as you say it, is man-made.
What about the animals? What about the victims that you're creating for unnecessary things? Unmute. All right.
Because I buy meat from farms, local farms that treat animals with respect, and not just.
You can't unalive an animal respectfully. Sorry, but you're wrong. If you really wanted to respect animals, you would just live vegan.
Hello. When your entire argument has to be boiled down to we can't trust studies and science, then I don't know why anybody should take you serious.
I think he's a flat earther. STX, are you a flat earther?
Wait, what'd you say?
Are you a flat earther?
No.
Okay, good. So you believe science?
Yeah, I do believe science. Yeah, I do that because I got like straight A's in science. So yeah, I believe science.
All right, great. So why are you not vegan?
Because I'm not. Because meat is good for your protein, and makes you stronger if you keep eating those. If you keep eating meats.
Stronger compared to what?
Stronger of your thighs, your arms.
No, I mean like
your body.
Meat. You said meat. You said eating protein from meat makes you stronger. Like stronger compared to what? Like eating plants?
Plants? Maybe. Probably. Maybe. So why am I not a vegan? Because I don't believe in that.
You don't believe that we should respect animals?
No.
So it's okay to like kick a dog?
Kick a dog? I mean, if they're barking at you, yeah, just kick them.
If they're barking at you, yeah, just kick them. Okay.
That's not what he asked you.
Why are you kicking me?
We're gonna kick you. Trying to talk to open-minded people, not people that want to kick dogs. Don't kick dogs. Go kick some rocks. And of course, nobody is here again. And STX just got blocked. You don't say shit like that because you're not gonna last very long. We're gonna go through all these requests again. Why are so many people requesting up and then just leaving? If you're gonna request up, wait. I'm doing very quick conversations.
Hello?
Drip drop.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're over 18, right?
Shit. Sorry.
You're not over 18? Kind of sounded like he was he was over 18, but just put your question in the comments and I'll answer. If I see him, I should. I don't know. If I don't answer your question, somebody else will answer your question. But the viewers went back up, so I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer. I'm supposed to have. Oh wait, actually, let me check. Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to have an inspection sometime this week. I'm waiting for the dog warden to message me, and I don't know what's going on with that, but I do have to go switch all the dogs around soon. Oh, we have no requests. So if you want to come up, request up, you can come right up. It's like either we have 7 requests at once or we have no requests. It's a little bit strange today. We got about almost 30 people in here. Andy, you're next. We've had 13 bad conversations today. Not one. We've had 2 okay conversations and 11 bad conversations. So hopefully, Andy, you can be the first good conversation today. Hopefully you're open-minded. Hopefully you're still here. I don't know what's going on. Am I frozen? Or is Andy frozen?
No, you're good. I think it's Andy.
Alright, sorry Andy. You can come back up. If you request back up, I'll bring you right up. We have another saggy baggy.
So the human body needs protein to live, you dumb stupid nigger.
Whoa. Yeah, protein comes from plants, so I don't know. I don't understand when people say dumb things like that. Can you block them? Block them, report them, whatever. All the things. Queen something.
Guys, so my sister has a question, but she's too shy to ask.
Are you over 18? You have to be over 18 to be on the live.
Huh?
Are you over 18?
No.
No. Then can you just put your question down in the comments?
Yeah, sure.
All right, thanks. You have to be over 18 to be on the lives. All right, I'm gonna be right back. Be right back. Be right back. My cat is wiping my feet. Back up. kitty. Meow. Meow. Ugh. I need to make some food. Meow. Cats are food. I think my cat thinks that I'm food because he's always trying to bite me. Ow. Ow. I'm not food. I'm not food. That's what the animals are. Ow. Ow, that's my foot. He's got a weird obsession with biting your feet. Ow. Alright, still no requests. I guess the viewers are going down now. If you want to come up, request up. You can come right up. Yeah, he knows when you're trying to, like, walk out of the room, he goes over and, like, grabs your legs. He's like, don't leave. He's really cute. Soul. What's up, Soul?
Hey, what's up?
Are you vegan?
No, I'm not vegan.
Why not?
Oh, because I eat meat.
Do you think we should respect animals?
Yes. I also think we can eat animals.
Do you think it's respectful to kill an animal and take their flesh?
Yes, if you need to feed yourself.
But it's not necessary. You can just eat plants instead.
You can eat animals, you can eat plants.
Right,
not
so
every animal can be eaten, but those that can, you can eat. The amount you eat could be cool, but maybe I'll probably agree with you guys on the amount certain animals are farmed. But other than that, you can eat meat.
You said it's okay to eat animals if you need to eat them, but do you need to eat animals?
Yes, they're part of the food chain.
If you need to eat animals, then how do vegans exist?
Oh, as a vegan, you can choose what to eat. All right. So if you're you have a consciousness.
If vegans exist, then you don't need to eat animals, right? You have the choice. If you have the choice, if you have the choice to be vegan, then you have the choice not to eat animals. So you contradicted yourself.
No. Veganism is a choice. It's not something natural to an omnivore like a human being. You could choose to be complete vegan. Others could choose to be vegetarians.
Yeah. So you can choose not to. You can choose not to exploit and eat animals, right?
I'm not exploiting animals by eating them. I think farming animals is exploiting animals.
You have to exploit an animal in order to eat them.
Backyard. What's up?
All these animals that you eat, they are exploited for their flesh, for their milk, for their eggs. It's all exploitation. You have to exploit them to make those products. That's literally what exploitation is.
No.
Yeah, it's to look at,
not exploiting these animals. I think these animals are producing food for us to eat.
By exploiting them.
I think exploiting kind of goes with industrial farming, but other than that, it's not exploitation.
No, one animal. It could be a farm with one animal. When they take that animal and they're making decisions to benefit humans and not to benefit the animal, that's exploitation. Doesn't matter if it's 1,000 cows or 1 cow.
What benefit is a goat in my backyard? Like, explain that for a second. You said to benefit the animal. What benefit is that goat in my backyard?
What?
Yeah, I don't know what you're on.
What benefit would be a
like,
goat
what's the purpose
in
of
my
an animal?
backyard?
Animals
Like,
have
if I a goat.
the animals have their own purpose. Their purpose isn't to be your food.
Right. So they have their own purpose, right? Whatever the purpose you think these animals all have, right?
No, it's
but their main purpose for certain animals, not all, is food.
That's a purpose you give them. You're taking away their purpose, which is just to live and be happy, in order to give them your own purpose so you can exploit them.
Saying that animals have a purpose and that they want to live and be happy, it's kind of like a human projection onto animals.
What's your purpose? No. You saying that you want to turn them into food, you turning them into food is you projecting a purpose onto them. You have that completely backwards, bro. I'm not gonna let you say something like that. That's ridiculous.
Wait, why is it the case that animals have the purpose? Why is it the case that animals have the purpose to be a cheeseburger?
Because it's food. Claiming like.
Wait. When you say food, when you say food, define food.
Food is something I could eat to gain nutrition.
Okay. So food is something that you can eat to gain nutrition, and animals have the purpose to be a cheeseburger because they are food. I'm gonna break it down like a child because this is like how people like you need to hear this shit. If it's the case that the purpose for an animal is to be food, and food by definition is something that you can eat and provide nutrition. Right? And the reason why it's the purpose of those animals... Why are you interrupting me? And the reason why it's the purpose of those animals is because they're food, and food is just something that you can eat, then that would mean the purpose of you would be food, because someone can eat you and also get nutrition from eating you. By definition.
Exactly.
You just said that you're...
decompose.
No. By definition.
If I was to go into a place where an animal could eat me.
By definition, if someone wants to farm you and your family, and you ask them, why is it the purpose for soul's existence to be farmed for food, they can go, because food is something that I can eat and provide nutrition. And the purpose for why I'm farming Soul and his family is because food. Does that make sense?
No, that is an analogy that makes no sense, because a human eating another human, you can't digest human meat. I hope you know that. If there existed another predator on top of humans that wants to farm humans, they can, because that would be our purpose to them, food.
If that doesn't make sense, then I just explained something that even a 4-year-old could understand, and not you. I could explain this to a class. I could explain this to a class of 4-year-olds and explain that if it's the case that the reason why animals' purpose is to be a cheeseburger is because they're food, and food is something that you can eat, then by definition, it would also be the purpose for me to farm you and your family, and it would be okay.
If you want to farm human beings and their family, you can. If you can't eat a human meat, you could go for it. But what I'm telling you is, humans can't eat other humans because that's toxic to a human. If there existed another predator that ate human beings, what's your evidence that predator could go ahead and
what's your evidence? You got to give me the mute button, because this guy just talks and talks and talks. What's your evidence that humans are toxic to other humans when they eat them? Go ahead. There must be some citation that humans are toxic to other humans. Like, it's impossible for you to eat.
You can't eat another human. Like, for example,
I'm not asking you to repeat the claim. I'm not asking you to repeat the claim. I'm asking you to provide evidence, because obviously it's not true. There's plenty of tribes.
There's many evidences in certain tribes that do cannibalism, where there exists things like prion diseases, right? So on and so forth. It's why human beings can't necessarily eat predators like lions, but we can eat predators like maybe deer or zebras, right? These prion diseases exist, right? You eat another human being, you might get away with 1 or 2, but after a few, you're going to die. Me eating a goat for a year does nothing.
The evidence, the claim being made is, if you eat a human, you will eventually get prion's disease. What's the evidence of that claim?
Yes, you will die.
Yeah, what's the evidence?
The evidence is that human beings collect these. It's called bioaccumulation. Human beings collect these
What's the no? Do you understand the question I'm asking? The question I'm asking is evidence. I'm not asking for more claims.
I am giving you evidence. These are not claims.
No.
These are scientific evidences.
Evidence is something. A citation. Evidence is something you can cite me to, right?
So go ahead and just Google. Why do prions exist when you eat a human being?
If you say eating humans gives you prion disease, and I go, what's the evidence of that? And you go, the evidence is when you eat humans, you bioaccumulate chemicals from that human to give you. That's just another claim. That's not evidence. You're just stacking claims on top of claims that all need to be proven. Isn't that how conversations work? If I ask you why is the Earth flat, and then you go, the Earth is flat because when I look, it's flat. I'm like, well, what's the evidence of that? And you go, well, the evidence of that is because when you go really far,
that's not what I said at all. If you were to ask me the Earth is flat, and I told you, hey, it's not flat because it has a horizon. Is that another thing? No, that's evidence because you could go out and look at the horizon.
Bro,
I'm telling you that
just the edge
human
of the
beings
flat
can't
Earth.
eat other human beings because you're going to get prion diseases. What you could do for that, looking for that evidence, is to just Google, hey, do prion diseases exist when you eat other predators or humans? Yes, it does. And they will tell you how it happens. I'm not giving you a claim, I'm giving you an evidence.
Yeah, so I'll actually give you a citation on the contrary. Since I guess you're like incapable of providing evidence for like a claim, even though you make the claim, I'm gonna have to, because I know this is not true. You can eat humans without getting prion's disease. But even if and it's funny because even if it was true, that still wouldn't mean, that still would mean eating humans is okay. But here it is.
Human beings, you could eat a human being and that's fine as that predator. If some alien species came here and they could eat us, they're going to. Wait, hold on, let me follow this page. This is a fun conversation. I might be heading out soon, so if anybody wants to take my place, you could jump on there. But I'm gonna wait for Luke to pull up some evidence.
So the claim is, to be clear, the claim is it possible to eat humans without getting prion's disease, like over long periods of time? Okay.
So human beings also come with a lot, right? We take medicine. There's just so much.
Stop making more claims that I'm gonna have to ask you to provide evidence for. Right now, we're on the specific claim on whether or not it is possible to eat humans without contracting prion's disease.
If you're going out of the gap, we can't hear you.
Yeah. So according to epidemiological data, the direct historical evidence for humans not containing prion's disease would be in Papua New Guinea, there's ritual things where in the early years of former surveillance, which was 1950s through 1960s, only 2% of Kuru cases occurred in adult males. It was cultural for all of them to regularly consume human flesh. And overall, across the epidemic, roughly 60 to 67% of cases were women, 23% were children. So yeah, only 2% of people exist in that population contracted prion's disease. Meaning, out of everybody who ate human flesh, only 2% of people who did got it, right? So just to be clear, under your view, it's okay for me to farm you and your family because you're food. I can't hear you when you're off the app, by the way. Yeah. Hey, Jake, are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, I said the website. The website you shared. Can you say it again?
Go back to it.
We need to stay focused on the animals, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, right here, I'll link it to you. But if it were the case that you could eat humans without getting sick, right? It doesn't even have to be the case, even though I know you can, right? People still do it, and not everybody has prion disease. You think it would be okay to eat humans, or you think it would be okay for someone to farm you and your family because you're food? Can I farm you and your family?
So just to go on your analogy, right? Just to get a little grip.
No. Yes or no? Can I farm you and your family?
If humans were able to eat other humans,
can I farm you and your family?
Other species. If humans were able, if you were a predator that could eat humans, you could farm my family.
So morally,
as a prey, would I try to escape? Yes.
I'm not asking if I possibly
if you were
can.
a predator, if you could eat and digest human meat, 100%.
Okay, so you think just because someone has the ability to do something, it makes it morally okay to do something?
Yes, because in their animal brains, that's what they need to do to survive. And
okay, guys, for everybody listening, right?
Analogy,
I got the yes. Can you shut up? All right, for everybody listening, he just said if you have the ability to do something, that also makes it okay morally to do something. So if someone had the ability to sexually abuse like children, right, just because they have the ability to do that, does that make it morally okay? And Souls just said, yeah, it would make it morally okay for someone to sexually abuse children because they have the ability to do so.
Yep, that's a good way to get dropped really quick. So we're gonna move on. Emmanuel.
Yo, why should I be vegan?
Do you think that we should respect animals?
We already do.
Do you think you should respect animals?
Yeah, we already do.
You said we already do. So, do you think that it's respectful when we kill animals for something that we don't need?
I think you're wrong. We do need it.
How do you think vegans exist?
So you're saying, when did you become vegan, first of all?
2 years ago.
Wait, but that doesn't answer his question. You just asked him a question after he asked you a question. How does that work?
The conversation is with him, not with you. Sorry. Anyways.
That's not a conversation though, to just completely pivot.
No one's talking to you. Hold on, I'm talking.
No, you're not talking to anybody. I think you're talking to yourself.
This is his life.
When he asked you a question and then you just start asking questions, you're not talking to anybody.
This is your life, right, boss? I don't know what this guy is.
You can talk to Luke.
I'm just trying to, I'm trying to come respectful. Like, I'm trying to understand what bad. If I became vegan today, would it be right? Would it be better? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
If I'm having a conversation with somebody about like ethics or veganism, and I asked him a very specific question, and then they just completely don't answer my question and respond with another question. Well, that's just disrespectful. You're actually disrespecting.
I'm just ignoring you.
So why are you not vegan? You don't need anything from an animal. Why are you not vegan?
But I mean, in history, has anybody lived a vegan life fully straight from the womb and died a vegan?
Yeah.
Who?
What does that have to do with anything? What does it matter what other people do?
Because I don't believe that anybody can literally live without eating even meat once.
That, you realize how ridiculous that sounds, right?
Yeah, I think it's true. No, but I mean, let's say if I actually became vegan, I mean, it's gotten to a point where meat is just normal. Obviously, I'm gonna be tempted to eat meat, so it's like, you know, and there's a reason for that. I think it's normal. There's nothing bad about it. There's nothing bad about eating an animal in general.
You have to put yourself in the position of these animals. Do you think it would be bad for somebody to farm you and eat you?
Nah, because they don't know that. They know it once because I know some of these I know that some of these places where they're being killed, that they're like slaughterhouses or they treat them wrong, right? I don't respect that. But if it's done correctly, I believe that there's nothing wrong with it.
What do you mean done correct? How do you correctly kill an animal when you don't need to?
I don't know.
By the way, he asked you if someone could farm you and your family if you would be okay with that. You didn't answer, so.
I'm not talking to you again.
I'm pretty sure he said it would be okay.
Oh, so it would be okay if someone like farmed you and your family. Can I like farm you and your family? That's okay.
If you want to. I mean,
these guys.
Nobody.
We're just gonna move on. I don't know why we're getting such bad guests today.
Hello.
Horrible. And a lot of kids. Are you over 18?
Huh?
Don't come up if you have something playing in the background like that, because I can't hear you. And don't come up if you're under 18. Damn it, I just burned my food. Alright, we need some more requests. Request up, you can come right up. I know I shouldn't turn this, or I should have turned this down when I wasn't watching it. We might just end here because I'll stay for a little bit while I'm eating. Damn, I'm pissed that I burned this. It might be alright. It might be alright. It's not really burned, it's just kind of stuck to the pan.
Hey Jake, I'm gonna go drive to the store.
Okay. Thanks for.
I'll talk to you later, man. Thanks for coming. Thanks for letting me up.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Come on, we need at least one good conversation today. We've talked to probably almost 20 people, and they've all been horrible conversations. Well, not all of them. There was a couple okay. Including all the kids, it's probably been over 20 people. And like not one really good conversation. So that sucks. You'll stay skinny. Eat meat. Bro, I've gained weight and gained muscle eating plants. So wild. Hey, thanks for the pumpkin. I hope you're having a good time on your trip. Oh shit. So they're coming out with the teams for the March for Animals in September. I guess I'll just talk about it for a second. In September, there's a march against animal testing in New York State. We're walking 200 miles in 14 days. And I'm going to be leading a team there. If you want to join, you can go to March for Animals. You can go to marchforanimals.org to support. You can just sign up, support, even if you're not going. If you do want to join, you don't have to join the whole 2 weeks. You can just come for like a day. You can come for a couple days, whatever. I'm going to be leading the team. I'm going to have the largest team there too. They told me yesterday I'm going to have the largest team out of all the teams. So that's kind of cool. I'm excited to be
awesome.
A big part of it. Yeah. So we still need more people to
I have a
come and
question.
support.
Who's leading?
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
No, you're good. What's your question?
Who's putting on the march? No, who's putting on the march?
So there's a couple of groups. You can go to marchforanimals.org and see the groups that are kind of putting it together. One of the leaders is from Vegan Squad Coaching, which we partnered with Animal Justice 21. It's also with like kind of like the DXE and Save the Dogs. Which is Simple Heart. That's the other organization, Simple Heart organization. So, a lot of the people from those organizations are kind of all getting together and putting this on. Yeah,
that's awesome.
And there's a runner group that's gonna run the whole 200 miles in like a week. So if you're like really athletic.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, Divine, you're next.
One of the reasons why. Yeah. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Hey, so I just wanted to like.
Hold on. What were you gonna say? Vegan travel.
No, one of the reasons why I became vegan is I went. Well, actually, I'm sorry. I'll backtrack that. When I first got in the travel industry, I was our company was the official travel agency for the March for the Animals. In 1990.
Oh, so nice.
I think it was the first one.
Very cool. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Yeah. I was at the Ridgeland Farms rescue, the second one, the big one, and there was a ton of people there that were not vegan.
Breaking up. My internet sucks.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
There was a ton of people that were not vegan that were at the Ridgeland Rescue, and I've had several conversations with people, and they were pretty open to it. And yeah, there were some people that did like some speeches and stuff like that to the group. Like, so I feel like a lot of people left that event vegan, you know. So I think the same thing's gonna happen here.
That'll do it.
Yeah, definitely.
I have a question for you. It sounds like you have some connections there because I'm probably looking to adopt a dog in the next month or so. Do you know if any of them are up for adoption still, or have they all been taken?
I think that all the Ridgeland Beagles have been adopted, but there's, depending on where you are, I forget where you're from. I know a few.
I'm in Maryland.
Yeah, I mean, I have some dogs here that I'm trying to rehome, and yeah, I'm just right up in PA, right across the Maryland line, and so yeah, maybe we can talk about that. Maybe you can adopt one of the dogs I have here.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I would do we had a dachshund, and my husband really would like to adopt another dachshund. But I would take on one of the beagles just because I have a lot of experience with puppy mill dogs. I mean, I would take on a puppy mill dog, and maybe one of the beagles, the laboratory dogs and the puppy mill dogs have similar issues, behavioral issues. It's not that it's an issue, because they're actually very sweet dogs. They're just very shut down.
Yeah.
I mean, so if you had a dog that came from that type of area, that's kind of what I'm looking for. It's not that, I mean, I love them all. Don't get me wrong. It's just I like challenges.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
I fostered this one dog recently, and she was from a hoarding situation. She was pretty much feral. But I got her to the point where she could at least walk on a leash and go to the potty outside, and then they kind of took her back and took over from there. That was a lot more work than I thought it would ever be.
Yeah.
But I like that challenge. Because I'm a lot like those dogs, unfortunately, kind of damaged in that way.
Yeah.
I just know what it's like to be that shy, and yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I kind of do the
But
same
yeah,
thing with
so
the dogs.
if any of your dogs are like that, yeah. So, my dog came from the largest puppy mill raid back in 2008. It was in Parkersburg, West Virginia, and there was like 1,000 dachshunds.
Damn.
If you can imagine 1,000 dachshunds being together.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. It is crazy, but he was the best thing that ever happened to us,
Yeah.
And he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot about puppy mill dogs. I mean, I had always been involved in animal rights, but I didn't know anything about puppy mills, and he helped me organize, well, not that he helped me, but I started a puppy mill behavior group because of him.
Oh, that's nice.
So I miss him. Yeah, I really miss that little guy a lot. My husband's struggling, I don't know if I told you, my husband had cancer, and he was really bonded to this dog, and he's struggling right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
We lost him in January, so yeah, it's hard. I'm gonna start crying again. Cornell, just shut up. I don't know who you are.
Yeah, he's saying dumb things in the comments.
I know. I mean, my dog, he became plant-based for 16 years. And he did really well on a plant-based diet. The only problem we had, and I'll be honest, is at the end when he lost his smell and his taste. We had to bring on really strong smells and tastes. Not that I wanted to for him, but it was only for a few weeks. But he did very well on a plant-based diet. In fact, he did better than on a meat-based diet. And some people will call it, I get a lot of people saying it was cruel and that it was starving the dog, but he lived until 18, so don't tell me I starved my dog.
Wow, nice. Yeah, that's a long time.
18 and a half. Sorry, I'm using you as therapy this morning, Jake.
It's all right. Well, let's try to have our next conversation here.
Let's do that. And then I'm going to leave shortly. But yeah, I'll go on mute and listen to him.
All right, Divine. Thanks for waiting.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, so I was wondering, are you opposed to the entire idea of eating meat, or what exactly is your argument?
Veganism is an ethical principle against the exploitation of animals. Therefore, we follow a plant-based diet. Does that kind of answer your question? I'm not just against eating meat, but it's how we take these animals, we view them as objects, and we turn them into products.
So like you're against like the breeding and all of that? Because you said you weren't against like overall just eating meat in general.
Yeah, the breeding is the breeding is where it starts. So if we stop breeding these animals, it will solve a lot of the problems.
But if you don't breed them, you won't have like enough to like feed everyone.
You just eat plants.
Okay, but what if someone doesn't want to eat plants?
Well, if there's nothing else to eat, then what are you gonna eat?
Me?
You're gonna go eat some rocks?
Probably not. I don't think they're very nutritious.
Right. So stop breeding animals and go eat plants. You would agree we should respect animals, right?
Yeah, obviously, like doing immoral things to them is disgusting.
Wouldn't that include killing them when you don't need to?
Hey, Divine, do you have any dogs or cats?
I have a tortoise.
My internet's.
I have a tortoise.
I'm sorry, my internet's up. You have a tortoise?
Yeah.
Would you eat your tortoise?
No.
Okay, so why would you eat any other animal?
Well, for one, my tortoise is my pet. I raised him. And
Companion.
eating an animal is like eating an animal to feed you and your family is like not unethical. It's normal.
You know people eat tortoises, right? That's pretty common.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
So that's okay?
Well, they're not my tortoise, like, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't.
Oh, so if it's not your tortoise, but if it's somebody else's tortoise, it's okay?
Are you talking about eating pets or eating, like, picked out animals?
Well,
What's the difference?
first off, tortoises are.
Well, one is
Yeah,
a pet.
thank you.
It's just a label you give them, though.
He's
I'm not
actually a
talking-
wild animal.
Okay, so let's say I were to die and I were to let go my tortoise free in the wild. And, like, sometime along the road, someone eats him. I mean, I guess. Like, would you call that wrong?
What if somebody were to take your tortoise and breed them and farm them and then kill them when they could just eat plants instead? How would that make you feel?
If someone were to take my tortoise to breed them, are they eating the tortoise that they bred or eating my tortoise?
They eat all of them. They breed them and then they eat them.
Well, that's just wrong because you're taking my pet. Like, that's like my property for me.
Why is it wrong?
Oh, so it's your property. Okay, if they're not property.
It's mine. It's mine, so yeah.
Not property. Not property. Your pet, or your companion animal is not property. Now, by law, there's some states that treat them like that, but they should not be your property.
Are you open
It's
to?
just dumb to say. It's just dumb to say that. Oh, someone takes your pet. You know, your pet, like not even an animal, like in the wild.
Are you open to learning more?
Wait, hold on. Do you get like? What do you think of when lions eat like a zebra in the wild? Do you also get mad at that? You're gonna tell them that?
You're pivoting.
Bro.
You're pivoting.
All right, I'm not trying to waste time anymore. These people are annoying.
By the way, yesterday was my quote 50th birthday, end quote.
Nice.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. I do. Happy birthday. There you go.
Plus 20 years. I love that. I will remember that one forever.
What's up?
What's up? Why are you not vegan?
Because I don't wanna.
Because you don't want
I don't want to. Yeah.
Why don't you want to?
Because I just don't want it.
Do you think we should respect animals?
Yeah. But at the same time, sometimes you gotta eat what you gotta eat.
You don't have to eat animals, though.
You eat what's on your plate, or else you don't eat.
Don't you choose what's on your plate? Are you an adult?
Yeah.
So why are you putting animals on your plate?
Because I like it. I think it's good, and also I need my protein.
So eat protein from plants.
Yeah. I include plants in my diet.
Okay, so it's not a necessity to exploit these animals. So how can you say it's respectful? It's not respectful to those animals.
Because one, they were put on this earth for us to eat.
Who says that?
They were put here for us to eat. So let me say this: if
animals were not put here
for a
to
certain
be food.
reason, let's say to eat, and
No.
we don't eat it, then what's the point of it being here?
What's your point of being here? What if I wanted to eat you and I thought you were just here for food?
One, that's called cannibalism, and that's
What does that
illegal.
matter? It's just a label you put on it. You're meat. You're made of meat. Why are you made of meat if you weren't supposed to be eaten?
I don't know. It's just the law.
No, I mean, this is your logic. You're made of meat, so I should eat you.
Okay, well, try to eat me then. I will fucking fight back.
Okay, so don't you think the other animals feel the same way? They fight back when we try to slaughter them. They literally fight and run away.
Well, not only that, some people kill them slowly. Me personally, I just like to put them out fast. I go hunting.
So why don't you kill them
there we go.
slowly? Why do you try to take them out fast?
Because one, I think it's kind of wrong to put them in all through that pain and torture. So I just usually put them out fast.
Right.
What do you use? Do you use a gun or bow and arrow? I'm sorry, a pew or bow and arrow?
I just use a good old sniper.
A sniper.
Yeah.
Not even. God. Snipers.
So you have 3 options, not 2 options. You can torture an animal and kill them, right? You can kill them quickly, or you can just leave them alone. Don't you think leaving them alone would be the ethical option?
Well, sometimes when I don't have anything to eat, because sometimes when I do have something to eat, because I do eat salads, plants. Sometimes sometimes I'm not in the mood for eating meat, so I just eat something with plants, right? Sometimes I'm in I just eat meat.
You know, when I hear the word sniper, I don't know if you were old enough to remember, but there in Washington D.C. they had some guy who was called the sniper.
I remember.
He was picking off people. He was sniping people. Was that okay? Was that okay that he did that? Because you just said you were a sniper.
Well, yeah, I used to be a sniper.
So you used to unalive people, too.
Yeah, I was
Is
in
that
the military. I was in the military.
And you were okay with that? You didn't have any problems with that?
One.
I'm sorry that you had to go through that, by the way. I really am sorry that you had to go through that because I hate WARs.
Yeah.
They're horrible. You were okay with that?
Well, one was protecting my country, and I wasn't okay with it, but did what I had to do. Second, I saved people.
Can I ask what
Save people,
WAR
yeah.
you were in?
I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time.
Oh, then you weren't. I'm sorry. You can't
That's
remember
ridiculous,
where you
bro.
were. You're very disingenuous.
We're gonna move on now.
I'm sorry. If you have that something so powerful and you can't remember where you were,
Okay. It never happened.
Yeah.
I'm not a vegan, but hold on, I have music on. Let me pause that.
Yeah, turn your
How
music
old are
off,
you?
please. And how old are you?
I am 18.
Why aren't you vegan?
But the reason I prefer to eat meat, yes, I think I'm not vegan, but I do kind of think, yes, it is somewhat wrong to kill animals just to eat them. But to me, in my opinion, respectfully, in my opinion, I think it's better to save the meat. Like if an animal is older, on the verge, because I hunt with a bow, and I usually don't make the animal suffer. I'll quickly do it, check it, and then I'll bring it home and I'll save the meat. Because, in my opinion, it's wasteful to just kill animals and not eat the meat.
But you
So
don't
you
have
use
to
a
kill
bow and
them.
arrow, right?
It's
Yes,
a waste
I use
of their
bow and arrow.
life.
And you think it's really quick?
Yes, because when I do it, I
You're
aim
wrong.
for the back of the head.
Yeah, okay, and a lot of times you don't get the head, and you know how long those animals suffer because they run away, and you can't catch them.
Yes,
they don't go just right away. They don't. Listen, I fought with this many years ago, and even a lot of sportsmen hunters did not like bow and arrow hunting because it was so cruel.
Well, that's just what I prefer. I try to make it quick, but
Yeah, that's what you prefer, but you.
Yes, I know, but
There's
respectfully.
nothing respectfully about that.
That's just my opinion on it, respectfully.
Yeah, and opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one.
There's nothing respectful about that.
I'm sorry, Jake.
It's okay. No, you don't need to respect me or vegan travel. You need to respect the animals.
Okay.
He's a kid, Jake. He's not 18.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured, but
What up?
And he's not.
yeah, you don't sound like you're over 18.
I am. Haha.
Why are you not vegan?
Because I like meat.
All right, well, think about it more and try to come up with an actual answer, because your taste pleasure does not justify what happens to those animals. Thanks for the hearts. Chris is the next guest. I want to have one good conversation, man. I don't know what's going on today. I'm getting kind of upset at all these people. Are you there, Chris?
Yeah.
I think
I have to leave.
Yo, I'm not vegan because I love meat. That's good, bro. You should try it, dude. And then the bacon and egg.
All right, bye, vegan travel.
All right, I'm gonna go because I'm meeting some people.
Have fun.
It was a good chat.
Yeah,
Sort
thanks.
of. All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
You want to drop me?
Yep, I got you. You can only come up if you're over 18. I know you're a kid. Don't request up again. We'll have one good conversation. Yeah, exactly, Leo. They take out an animal, take away their entire life, their entire existence, for like 5 minutes of taste pleasure. And you probably don't even remember what you ate last week. Some people don't even know what they ate like 2 days ago. It's ridiculous. We need more requests. I'm gonna leave soon. I want to have one good conversation. I want to talk to an open-minded person. Open-minded, compassionate person. If you consider yourself a compassionate person, please request up. If you're not a compassionate person, then get out of the live. You're not welcome here. Hunter, are you a hunter? Do you like killing little defenseless animals? Little baby animals? Get out of the live. Leave. You're not welcome here. Go away. Fish is not healthier than plants. Don't spread misinformation in the comments. Vegan killer whales. Make killer whales vegan again. Hey, what are you doing? Get down from there. Meow. What are you doing, buddy? Meow. Come here. He was not vegan. Stop spreading misinformation in the chat. Why don't you come up and we'll talk about it? Come here. Come on. Good boy. That was a big jump, huh? That was a big jump. Request up and tell me why I shouldn't eat my cat. Oh, you just want to chill here? He never likes to stay here. He always just runs away. I thought he was gonna hit me. He backed up like, what the hell? Oh, you came back for more? Rawr. Ow! Ow! He's biting me. Ow! 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 He's vicious. He's a little velociraptor. All right, everybody in this live sucks. If you're not vegan, you suck. Oh, here we go. Now somebody wants to come up. There's one brave person. Thanks for coming up.
Hey guys. I just want to say I think your cat is adorable. I love your cat.
Yeah, he's kind of adorable. He kind of bites me a lot.
I have a couple cats myself. They're like my children. I love them to death.
Yeah, you wouldn't eat them, would you?
No.
Make some good cat burgers.
Well, I mean, can you even consume a feline? I mean,
I mean, if you love them first, then yeah, you can turn them into food, right?
I mean,
At least they had a
it
good
just
life,
seems like Homo sapiens inadvertently are designed to consume flesh, consume meat. It's in our genome.
I mean, it's possible for you to eat
That's
cats.
why we have incisors, not flat teeth. Like,
I mean, our teeth are.
Well, I mean, how many plant-eating animals do you know have like incisors and sharp teeth? Like, just off the bat, just I mean.
Well, do you know which animal has the largest canines?
No, I cannot say. I do not know.
A hippo. What do hippos eat?
Hippos are known to consume flesh because they have like short bits of range. I've seen plenty of documentaries on this.
Hippos eat plants. It was hard to hear you because of whatever you had playing in the background. So if you are going to request up, like, mute your TV or something. Or turn your music off. Also, I don't know, there was a new thing with TikTok where you can't play certain music. So, yeah, you might get the live taken down if you come up playing music. So you're just going to get dropped anyway. Okay, we got another request. What's your name? Are you over 18?
I love eating beef. Oh, yeah, beef is great. And it's super good, and I don't understand.
I was going to let him go for a second, but... yeah, there's so many trolls today, man. We've probably had maybe 30 people come up today, which is more than any other day. I wasn't going to stream this long, but I've been here over 3 hours. And I haven't had one good conversation. There was like two out of 30 conversations were like, maybe good. Hey, stop it. Get off of that. Oh my goodness. Hey, don't eat that. Don't eat that. Don't look at me like that. Meow. 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 Everybody sucks today. If you're not vegan, you suck. So many people talking shit in the comments, but they're not brave enough to come up and actually have a conversation. A bunch of dumbass kids. A bunch of dumbass adults. A bunch of dumbass adults that act like kids. I've had better conversations with my cat here than I have with a lot of the adults today. Holy shit. He's got the psycho zoomies. Oh my god. It's like a missile. You ever, you know, like when cats like lay on their side and they like scratch something and they like go flying across like the ground because they're like scratching on something? He likes to do that in here. I think he's running sideways. You gonna get me? Are you gonna get me? You keep coming back. You keep coming back, I'm gonna pick you up and pet you. Ow! Oh, he's giving me a hug. Wait, you can't even see him. You can only see him over here. Oh. Alright, request up if you're not a dumbass adult or a child. Only open-minded, compassionate adults. That's who I'm trying to talk to. I want to have one good conversation. There's like 30 people in here, but everybody's a dumbass. Prove me wrong. And people over here too. If you're over here and you want to talk to me, then hit the link over there, the pinned link. Or find my channel. It's my name. It's the same thing. Go find my channel and come request up. The question isn't why I'm vegan. It's why aren't you vegan? We're talking about you. Why aren't you vegan? I'm vegan because I think that we should respect animals. It's that simple. If you're not vegan, you're not respecting animals. And don't try to tell yourself that you are, because you're not. Jackson, don't comment shit like that. You're gonna get kicked. Who just requested up and then took it down? It's annoying. You think the taste difference justifies you killing an animal? If you think that it's okay to kill animals because of the way they taste, you're literally killing animals for fun. You're saying that you think it's okay to kill animals for fun because of your feelings. You're making decisions based on your feelings, like a child. Grow up. No, I haven't had one good conversation. I'm trying to just have one good conversation. I gotta leave soon anyway, so we might not even have one good conversation. I did not want to stream this long. I'm getting pissed off. So many dumbasses today. I've never talked to so many dumbasses in a row in my life. Hungry.
Hello?
Turn your music off, please.
Oh, yeah. I'm hands free right now. I'm currently at work. How's that?
That's good. How are you doing?
Doing all right. I'm from Texas.
Cool.
I'm omnivore.
Yeah.
I'm 20, not 30. I just turned 30 this year. And, yeah, I want to have a conversation. I'm not vegan by any means. And I'm actually kind of on a weight loss journey. I'm a heavyset guy. And I did see a documentary on Netflix kind of giving all these benefits on a vegetarian diet, vegan-based diet. And I thought it was really interesting. However, where I live, it is so hard to be vegan or even to have that opportunity because there aren't, like, in my case, like, chances to even try it out. Like, you go to a store, it's all meat. I love chicken.
Go down a different aisle.
All like, and well, but that's another thing. Like, it's not. Yeah, maybe I switched. I'm trying to switch things not because like morality, more for the health benefits of it all. And I do see health benefits.
That's not vegan though. So was the documentary that you saw called "What the Health"?
Something like that, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't do a very good job at explaining what veganism is, right? It's very health focused, obviously. There are benefits to eating a whole food plant-based diet. That's not what veganism is, though. Veganism is not a diet. Veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of animals. So it's a mindset. where once you realize that these animals are being used, abused, slaughtered, exploited for things that we don't need, then you realize that, you don't want to be a part of that system anymore. So you learn to make conscious decisions about what you purchase, where you go, things that you do. Therefore, we follow a plant-based diet because it's the only way to actually respect these animals. I mean, you can be an unhealthy vegan. You can eat a bunch of vegan junk food if you want to.
Right. So you're saying, like, maybe if you had the option to consume protein respectfully, you wouldn't be opposed to eating meat?
There's no way to take an animal's life respectfully. It's an oxymoron. Think about yourself in their position. You wouldn't want somebody to just take you out for something that they don't even need. It would be for just for like how they feel or whatever. They feel like they want to eat you, so like it's not respectful.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you there? I didn't hear what you said last.
in some countries who aren't as well off as the States, they may have to, resort to having to kill, and kind of just eat animals because they have no other means.
Yeah, but that's not you, right?
No, I'm just saying, but like theoretically, if there is a chance, if you are able to respectfully, kill an animal, use all their resources.
If somebody were to kill you and then respectfully use all you as use your whole body as a resource, would you be happy with that?
Honestly, isn't that what organ donors do? Like, if I die and they use all of me for organ donations.
That's different than if they were to just like come and kill you and use all your organs, right? One situation you're dying, the other situation you're killed.
Well, yeah, we are. Well, in that case, I mean, obviously not. But I mean, I wouldn't see it as to, that extreme. I mean, what I'm trying to get at is like if there are chances that you have. I mean, like I said, I'm not opposed to being a vegan. It would be a great, opportunity to, even try it out. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you can't go knock until you try it type of mentality. But again, the resources, the opportunities aren't really there. You say go to a different aisle, but like,
yeah,
it's really hard when you have like, it's kind of like if you're walking down the path, right? And one path is clear and the other path is full of bushes. I mean, obviously you're gonna go to the other path, the one that's clear. So in this situation,
that's not really the case though. It's literally just a different aisle. You literally just go to a different aisle, you pull a different product off the shelf. It's not like you have to, it's not that difficult. It's not that big of a difference. When you're in the grocery store and you see the corpse aisle that's just chopped up animals, think about how hard it was for those animals to be forced through a slaughterhouse. Like think about it to yourself. Is it harder for me to just walk down another aisle and grab other products, or was it harder for those animals that had to give their life for something that's completely optional? When you think about it that way, it's easy. I think it's harder to go to a grocery store and buy a corpse of an animal than it is to just go buy plants.
Yeah, but in the same token, it's easier to just go to any aisle, buy anything you want, as opposed to like not having that variety that you say that. Because I mean, that's my thing. Like I said, I'm a big dude, trying to lose some weight, but
yeah,
the variety. I mean, making things taste as good as what you're opposing is very difficult, and
it's not that difficult though. What do you
world
put?
runs on consumerism. We run on, hey, what tastes good?
Yeah,
And
well, what do you put on all your food? You put spices and herbs on your food to make it taste good. Well, that's all plants. So instead of putting spices and herbs on somebody's corpse, you just go and you get plants. Tofu doesn't really have a taste. Cook it up, you put spices and herbs on it. Like, it tastes good.
Yeah, I mean, I eat tofu.
Yeah.
Right, and I do that, right? But like, I've been seeing also like this whole mushroom.
Yeah.
Like everyone's eating like the lion's mushroom, all this stuff about mushrooms. I'm like, hey, that's really cool. I'd love to try that.
Yeah, they're really good.
Where is it? where is it?
Yeah,
Like,
they're a
I
little
put it online,
expensive
but I put, like,
sometimes.
a lot of my wages. Sorry.
They can be a little expensive too.
Yeah. Again, how is that obtainable? You want the world to kind of, and I love this direction. Hey, make the world a healthier place.
Yeah, but it's good every once in a while, every once in a while, buy something online, have it shipped over, spend a little bit more money on certain things. Like, that's doable. Maybe not do it every single day, but as we support those industries, they become more competitive and the prices will drop. When more people are buying those products, the prices will come down. You can be part of that change.
Well, but I mean, I'm not trying to. I just wanted to have that conversation. I mean, I really wanted an input. I've never spoken to somebody who's like a true vegan, which is kind of awesome.
No, I appreciate it.
I just wanted to put my 2 cents in.
I've talked to 30 people.
Thank you for the conversation, though.
Yeah, I've talked to 30 people today, and you were like the first open-minded person. So will you go to Animal Justice 21 and learn a little bit more about veganism? If you have any questions, there's a chat. You can put your questions on the chat, and we can.
I just screenshotted that. Right now, I'm at work, but I'll take a look into that, man. I'll look at that. No worries.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was nice meeting you. Give me a follow. Come back up another day.
All right, man. You have a good one, man.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to you again. Thanks. You too.
Yeah.
He saved the day. I was about to crash out on everybody. I was gonna throw my phone across the room or something if I talked to any more dumbass people. So I really appreciate the last guest. That was awesome. Now I'm leaving. I got shit to do. So at least we had one good conversation. If you're not 18, just block my channel or something, because all the kids today were really annoying. If you're a dumbass, also just like block my channel and don't come back. Thanks VSL, thanks Ben. Appreciate you guys being here. Let's see who's over here. Coops, Vegan Anthem, Brett, Ian, Nilf. Two Spirit, sounds fake. Appreciate everybody. Sydney, thanks for the like. I'll be back tomorrow. I might be in Gettysburg. I don't know if I'm gonna do street outreach, but I got some work I have to do out there. I might be able to stream while I'm doing the work, or just like before or after, whatever. We'll figure it out. Thanks Raven, thanks Neil. VSL's also over here, nice. The future is vegan. Liam, nice, thank you. Thank you for being here. Alright. Peace, TikTok. Damn, we got over 1,000 viewers, 13 new followers. That's a lot. 14 gifts. Wow, this was a lot better live than lately. Alright, so here's the stats for today. I'm gonna probably start doing this more frequently. If you guys are on YouTube, you get to see like behind the scenes. 1.1 thousand views, 14 gifts, 228 diamonds, 13 new followers, 1.2k comments, 13,000 likes. The duration was longer than 99% of similar creators. The comments were more than 99%. The gifts were more than 99%. The likes were more than 98%. And the total views were more than 99%. That's crazy. Almost full 99 across the board there. We needed more likes. We almost did it. Let's see. Mostly male today, 57%. It says mostly 18 to 24, but that's not right. It's always wrong. Actually, mostly 35 plus. And then 91% from the United States. We had 39 guests. Oh my god, 39 guests and only one decent conversation. Ugh, that's so bad. That's so bad. I guess that it does include the vegans, and we had what, we only had 2 vegans come up. Wait, it doesn't show me all of them. That's not all of them. There's no way that's 39 people. It only shows like 20. Is there a way to see all of them? Huh. Maybe we just blocked all the rest of them. And I can see who watched the most. Sounds fake, it's history. Watched most of the stream. And then like Ian's up there, Enigma, Sage, Sydney. Cool. Wait, most gifts. Luke and Vegan Travel, 2 vegans that came up gave the most gifts. That's cool. We'll follow. This person was the second most view time. I can follow. Maybe I can't follow them. It's not working. All right, I'm out of here. Gotta go take care of the puppies.
That's amazing.
Vegan bully. Sorry, no. Oh shit. Not meant to be sent. What is that? I got 2 requests for pet sitting today. I don't know. I think maybe she just took this back, but I got 2 requests for the time that I'm not going to be here, which kind of sucks. And I had a meeting with a lady the other day, and she got here and she texted me, and I didn't see the message when she texted me. I saw it like 5 minutes after, and she messaged like, I guess you're not reliable, and she left. And I didn't hear her knock on the door. She didn't call me. She only texted me, and like she was only here for like 5 minutes and then just left. And she never, like, I was like, what the hell? I thought that was really shitty. So I probably lost that booking. I probably should have just been like downstairs. Sometimes when I have people that I'm gonna meet, I literally just go sit outside and wait for them to get here. But that also backfired before too, because I would sit out back, because I tell people to park out back, and then they come to the front of the house anyway, and then they knock on the door and I don't answer because I'm sitting out back. But yeah, I don't know. Some people are frustrating dealing with random people. But yeah, I gotta go. Peace. I'll be back tomorrow.